Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's coverage of the Victory Fuel Cup Series here on Full Throttle Television. My name is Brody Hanna, and in the booth with me, Tony Solari. And Tony, we are in the Pocono Mountains, Long Pond, Pennsylvania, and Pocono Raceway for the Tricky Triangle, the Pocono 250 for the Victory Fuel Cup Series. They're sure to put on some hot and exciting racing on track, although this track in real life is probably covered in snow at this moment.
Yeah, I'd bet you it's a complete winter wonderland out there now, but not here in Sim. We've got a dry track. It looks even a little sunny. I'm sure the people in Pennsylvania would love to have the weather that we're having here in iRacing tonight, but final race of the season, Season D. So see what these guys can do tonight.
Yeah, we got cars on track doing their qualifying laps right now. Let's look at the results from last week before we jump into points. Last week we were in Kansas. We're not in Kansas anymore, but I tell you what, Joshua Gaiman probably wishes we were. He took home the win last night, the first win in the Cup Series for that driver and that team, or not for that team, for that driver. Holding off Richie Coy there at the end, Trevor Hart, some of the other guys, he was able to get that win. And we only have a few races. Well, we got one race tonight left in the season, and I'm sure he was pretty happy to get that off his shoulders as we head into the A season.
Well, yeah, especially, get your first win, get into the off season, get it kind of out of the way. It preps you for next season. So, it should be a pretty good race tonight. I mean, I know this is not a typical track we come to. We only go to here once a year from now on during the normal season. A lot of guys really like this track. It kind of runs like a road course. 3 corners, 3 different corners, and it's a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun here in the truck race about a week or so ago, and I'm hoping to see another good race tonight.
Yep. Again, Pocono being the last race of the off-season, or D-season, we would call it. Still stuck in 2025, but we're getting that out of the way tonight as we head off into the 2026 season. But Pocono being the last race, the last chance for guys to wrap up points. And to be honest with you, coming in tonight, looking at these points, Tyler Harrison in a good position, 33 points over Tim Wortman Jr. in second. So he just needs a solid night, and he'll wrap this thing up. You got Richie Coy back there, Nick Alfred, Brandon Fetterplace. I'm sure some of those guys, those 3 names I just named, they're used to be at the top of these points. It's a couple of you guys kind of knocked them off the pedestal they were on there.
Well, yeah, we talked about this last week too. It's we got a lot of new talent in the league, and they're really showing their hand here in the D season. I mean, too, we've had a really, really full season of cars, all D season in the winter, which is something that we're not accustomed to. Usually, guys take the break off, but we've had a really good field every week, and a lot of the field is newcomers and some pretty fast newcomers as well. So it's pretty decent, pretty good competition. I can't wait to get this new A season for 2026 rolling here, but obviously we got to finish tonight, and let's see what these guys can do for us.
Yeah, these guys very competitive out there, very competitive field, as you can see in the points. And it's going to be a competitive race. It's going to be a lot of fun. See what these guys can do tonight here at Pocono. As we look at our track description real quickly as they finish up qualifying. Again, 3 corners here, Tony, 3 turns. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. Where's turn 4? Well, somewhere out in the parking lot, I guess. But it's going to be it's going to be an interesting one for sure, because 1 has a lot of banking, pretty fast corner. Turn 2 is a really quick corner. It'll come up on you, kind of surprise you if you're not careful. And 3 is that long sweeping corner that leads you to one of the longest straightaways in NASCAR.
Yeah, a lot of guys say that this kind of runs like a road course just because of the variety of the corners. Turn 2 is what do they say? It's like Indy. Turn 1 was I can't remember. It was like Trenton.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
And to me, 1, I struggle with 1. It's really kind of a 170 degree or 160 degree turn, so it's almost like a full oval. But that's the one that always catches me off guard personally.
Yeah, it's gonna be tricky. There's a reason I call it the Tricky Triangle for some reason, for one reason, and we'll see who can tame the Tricky Triangle tonight as they finish up qualifying. We'll go down to our starting lineup for the Pocono 250 here for the Full Throttle Sim Racing Victory Fuel Cup Series. Taking the pole tonight will be the number 94. That is Tyler Bowers in his Toyota. He'll lead the field to green here tonight at Pocono. Starting on the outside of the front row, the 45, that is Tyler Harrison. That's your points leader in his Toyota. He'll lead the outside row to green. Starting in third position, that is the 5. That's Michael Call in his Toyota. He'll Start from third, and on his outside, the 98 of Nick Alfred in another Toyota. Starting fifth position, that's the 51, Julio Villalobos, getting it done for his team there with sixth spot going to the 83 of Tim Wortman Jr. Starting P7, the 41, that is Trevor Earhart. And starting eighth on the outside of the row 4 is the 11 of Matthew Robinson. Ninth spot going to go to the 57, that is Jonathan Atkins. And 10th spot going to the 15, that is Trevor Keith. Starting 11th, the 91, Stephen Hassett, good starting position for him. 12th spot going to the 09, not the 60, Tony, the 09 of J.C. Evans. 13th going to the 16, that is Justice Murphy. And 14th to the 14, that is Lane Allen, Stephen Allen. Starting 15th spot is going to be the 61, last week's winner, Joshua Gaiman. And to his outside, starting in the 16th position, that will be the 03, that is Brian Dixon.
All right, starting 17th, we've got Richie Coy in car number 19. Then 18th, we have Kevin Ruff in car 99. In 19th spot, we have Ryan Huff, the Ruff and Huff, close to each other there, in the 93. Then we have Alexander Hodge in the 53, starting 20th. Ben Tracy in the 33, starting 21st. Brandon Fetterplace in car 34, starting 22nd. Jeff Chandler in car 31, starting 23rd. David Durand in the 24th spot in car 88. Lewis Meglin, car 43 in the 25th spot. TJ Bartel, car number 4 in the 26th spot. Wayne Grossi, car 7 in the 27th spot. Mason Hoffner, 28th in the 30 car. Then you have Donnie Batiste in the 84 in the 29th spot. So we've got 29 drivers for the last race of the season. And again, it's been great participation with the guys. It's been a lot of fun to watch these guys duke it out all year. And let's see what we can get. See what can happen tonight on the Tricky Triangle.
Yeah, it's been a fun season for sure tonight. Looking forward to see what these guys can show us here tonight at Pocono. This is a wide track. There's plenty of room out there, at least on the straightaways. The corners, they can get a little tight because everybody kind of wants to run the same lane.
Yeah, well, definitely, you can definitely see a good 2-lane in all the corners. But I'll tell you, on the front straight, you mentioned it, the longest front straight in NASCAR, and they're going to fan out. We're going to see probably maybe 3, 4, maybe even 5 wide at some point tonight. I have a feeling.
All right, well, you picked the winner last week. Wait a minute, I don't think you picked the winner last week.
No, I didn't. No, it was, I think, another series.
All right,
we're going to green.
We're going to save that. Yeah, you're going to save yourself here as they come down the start-finish line into the restart zone. Tyler Bowers leading them down. Green flag flies, and we are off and racing.
Tyler and Tyler show the one Tyler beat the other Tyler.
Oh, yeah. Tyler is leading Tyler right now.
Yeah, a little dogfight between Tyler Harrison and Michael Call right now for second.
Turn one. 1-1. So one car down on the bottom. It looks like the 57 dropping to the rear there, but still a battle for now third as here comes Nick Alfred on the outside using that draft. We're going to see that all night. Down Lone Pond Straightway and down the front stretch. Getting that draft and able to pull back by the 5 of Michael Call as he retakes that position. Here comes the fight for...
3 wide for second right now. Going to turn 3. Whoa. Tyler Harrison kind of got... was the meat of the sandwich. Didn't work in his favor. It looks like he let up a little bit. Oh, did we get a restart violation?
Tyler
Bowers is in the pits. That gives the lead to Nick Alford. Wow.
Yeah, we weren't surprised to see that left-hand turn on the exit of 3 there, but unfortunately he's going to come to the pits here.
I have to go back and look at that restart, see if I could see any shenanigans that may or may not have happened.
Well, he was the leader, so the only thing he could have got is going early, I would believe.
I'm looking at his speed here too, just to see, because sometimes I think, what do you get, like a 5 or 6 mile an hour buffer?
So battle for second. Villalobos on the outside, Michael Cole on the inside. Cole going to sweep down into the corner and take second spot. Sweep up the track now. Here comes the 51 to fight him back. Is he going to have a run on him? Not much of one. He's still going to pull to the inside, though, kind of bring the fight to him as they head off into turn 1. Thinks better of it. Back in line.
Is it Tyler Bowers just drove through pits. Is that the proper penalty for that? For a missed start? Or a start manipulation? Because he did not stop or anything. I don't remember what the actual penalty was.
Possibly.
He's back on track, though. Yeah. I don't know where you want to start the race, but hey, it's early, so yeah, I just saw Julio.
Yeah, in the wall a little bit off turn 2 there. Got to take care of the car for the car to take care of you on these longer runs. Let's pull up our tower. We forgot to do that, but we got a race to lap 20 for the stage. And from there on to the end of the race.
Yeah, we got a lot of guys kind of single filed right now too. I mean, you definitely have the option to go too wide in some of these corners, but really none of them are preferred. I mean, really the only corner that I normally wouldn't mind being too wide is turn 3 to maybe try to get a jump on that long straightaway. But even like down the straightaway, and I said, you know, maybe on research we're going to see these cars fan out, but you guys want to these guys are going to want to stay in line just for the draft purposes, and you might see some guys swiping left, swiping right down that front straightaway to kind of break up the draft if they're defending.
We saw the 09 swipe the wall a little bit off turn 1, caused kind of a checkup bottleneck here as the 16 of Murphy tries to get by him and does finally, as the 09 is going to fall back in line behind him. I'll tell you one thing I'm interested to see too, Tony, is the 11 starting to make a move on Trevor Earhart here.
Well, he just actually got past
Tim Bortman
live here. Yeah. He just got past, but did not like that, so he's kind of going back on the offense here, trying to get back by him.
A lot of these guys running the top side. What I was going to say, a lot of guys running around the top of turn 1, and that's an interesting development I didn't really expect to see here. But a lot of the guys are kind of sweeping to the high side. Here comes the 10 of Robinson on Wortman as they enter into the tunnel turn. This is going to be a tough place to pass right here.
Yeah, 2 is definitely the sketchiest just because it's the higher speed of all the corners. And, yeah, 11, Robinson gets right by him. But they're duking it out. But, yeah, you got Trevor Earhart right behind them as well. So it's going to be – they're dogfighting already.
You got a battle for the lead. 5. Out and back, Michael Call got it, but Nick Alfred get a great exit off turn 3. It's going to lead them at the line, though. Going to retake that lead as they head down the front stretch.
Man, and the 2 of them, they got a pretty good lead over third place right now, up to 9/10, almost a full second from Julio, running third.
The side-by-side battling there is going to bring them back. As
Nick gets a little, he got a little looser.
He tried to hang there, but
I'll tell you, turn 1 does give you kind of the option as far as, you know, you were just talking going the high lane, or even, you know, a lot of guys prefer that low lane going into turn 1. I have yet to kind of figure out that corner what the ideal line is. It's almost like, to me, it's like the first corner in Brands Hatch, where it's no matter how many laps you run, you always kind of feel unsure how to take that corner just proper.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. That is one corner that kind of scares me every time I get to it, because you don't really know what speed you need to approach it. You can't see the apex of the corner till you drop off into it, and that's
right.
And this turn 1 being so long, it is similar in that case. You don't really know where you need to be until you're there, and then it's too late to decide where you want to be.
Right. Well, and you're coming in pretty hot too, just because of that long straightaway.
Ooh, the 11 had to take some warning action.
Got a yellow.
We do have a caution. Looks like Richie Coy.
Uh-oh.
Dropping back here. He's around off turn 1.
It certainly is.
It's going to be music to the ears of Tyler Bowers, though. He's going to get back in this one after that drive-through. We'll have to see what happened to Richie here. As we want to go back and look and see what happened to the 19, the best one tire, Auto Care instant replay. He's underneath another car there. He just gets loose off the exit of the corner, and he just comes around on him. Nosed into the inside wall, too, a little bit of damage there, too.
A little scuff I see on that front left, but yeah, not too bad. We were just talking about that lower line in turn 1. Yeah, it's to me, like I say, it's always been the trickiest corner, and sometimes it'll catch you off guard. And I'm kind of surprised on lap 7 though. Yeah, spinning. He didn't look like he hit the apron or anything. Just I don't know. It's kind of odd for Richie. I mean, again, he didn't get that much damage, but yeah, Tyler Bowers should be able to be caught back up the field now as well.
Right on board with Jeff Chandler. He almost had a sympathy spin watching Richie spin there off the corner. He kind of joined him down there. Let's right on board with Richie and see. Yeah, it just breaks loose on him off the corner. He locks it down, trying to avoid any major damage. And I think he did. He touched the wall, but I don't think it's going to be anything major. But that's going to be the first caution of the night.
Yeah, no, the car looks pretty clean. Obviously, iRacing might know better, depending on how much damage he gets when he gets into the pit. But visually, it looks pretty good.
Like I said, right behind him is Tyler Bowers. He's going to catch up to the field here and regain some track position.
And actually, now that I went back, I'm looking back at Richie. He did kind of kiss below that yellow line down to the apron, and the car just got really upset right after he did that. So, yeah, maybe just got a little too low underneath Alexander Hodge there, and that's what screwed the car up for him. He just kissed that yellow line.
What do we got? 7 laps. Are these guys going to pit? They're going to fake him down. Some of them are going to fake. Let's see. Look, everybody's faked out here. We got some guys back there pitting. Hassett, Hodge, Chandler, Atkins, Durand. Got some guys taking a pit stop here.
Yeah, Dixon, Richie's in, Meglin's in, yeah, Huff's in. Mason Hoffner, it looks like, too. Tyler Bowers looks like he came in as well. So, yeah, a few takers. I'm looking, yeah, a couple guys actually getting some damage fixed. And tires. Richie Coy, for one, getting tires.
And so is
he's
Tyler
burning
Bowers.
Up a set. Yeah.
He's going to take some tires here early on, too.
And Richie was in and out. He only stayed in for the tires, so apparently he doesn't have that much damage. Because, I mean, obviously with the track being as big as it is, I mean, it's a 2.5 mile track, and the pace laps take a good minute and a half to get around. So if you did have damage, getting damage fixed under yellow is not a bad place to do here. It's way better than, say, Martinsville or Bristol. You could definitely get a lot of damage fixed up around here.
Well, I mean, if you got a set to burn, especially Richie with his spin, he's definitely going to want to take some tires here and see if, you know, he can make anything of it. With that spin, those tires are probably kind of shot at that point.
Right, but he wasn't in long enough, too, to fix any damage, so I'm assuming he probably didn't have much. He didn't hit the wall too hard, and like I said, I saw a little scuff on the front nose, but that was it. He came really close to hitting the tires, too, as he was skidding into the wall. He did a good job, though. Kept the damage to a minimal. But looks like Michael Call's going to be starting to field down, and I believe the pace car lights are going to be going off, and they're going to be stacking them, racking them, and stacking them this time around here.
Yep, we're getting ready for the restart. Lights go out. Michael Call, Nick Alfred, your leaders. Tyler Harrison, Villalobos, and Earhart, your top 5.
All right, well, we got our stage coming in another 10 laps here, so I predict a little bit of fanning down the front straight. I mean, obviously, you got to stay in your lane until you get by the start-finish line, but I can see a couple guys maybe trying to get out of line here, maybe try to capitalize, grab a spot or two if they're possible. I'm not 100% sure it's going to happen, but I wouldn't mind seeing it happen, to be honest. Let's see these guys get a little racy here.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do. So far, looking through our field, biggest movers, TJ Bartel, Mason Hoffner, both up 10 positions, or thereabouts. Wayne Grassi up 10 as well. From the rear, our biggest position loss, of course, going to be Tyler Bowers back there, 23 positions, who's back in 24th. And then Jonathan Atkins, who dropped to the rear there early on.
Yeah, he's down quite a bit as well. Just looking in chat, we actually have Zachary Zakowski in chat. He said he looks like we're off to a solid start here and looking forward to the racing tomorrow night in the Apex Series. So, yeah, we'll be calling another Pocono race tomorrow night.
Are they at Pocono tomorrow night?
I think so, yeah. Based on his comment, I would assume so, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying that.
No, no, that's what he said.
Okay,
Looks
cool.
like they're off to a solid start. Looking forward to racing there tomorrow night.
All right, green flag flies. Michael Call leads them to green. Nick Alford, Tyler Harrison, Villalobos, and Matthew Robinson as they head off into one.
Man, that inside line every single time just gets that jump. Not too much fanning, though. We almost had a couple three-wide situations back there.
I
have one here.
Yeah, Tyler Harrison used that bottom, but here comes that run from Nick Alford to the inside. Battle for second. And there's a battle for fourth back there as well that's heated up. Trevor Earhart and Villalobos. And it's hard to keep everything in frame, but here we go through the tunnel turn. Can they make it?
Yeah, there's 5 cars right now battling for that 4th spot.
I think 5 is a generous number given what I'm seeing here.
It looks like Matthew Robinson gave Villalobos a little bitty shove there, trying to get him ahead of Trevor Earhart. But wow, a little close racing. Wow.
Up the track. Looks like Tyler Harrison's going to hold off against Nick Alford, get a big run on the 5, going to give him a push as they head off into 1.
Yeah, I think Trevor he lost a little momentum there. They got so close, he might have got a little scared there. But man, we were 3 wide going into turn 1 here.
I'm watching that. Almost 3 wide. The 41 is up the track just a little bit. Who's it on the bottom is Tim Wortman. Here comes 41 ducking out. Villalobos right there as well.
Pretty hard. Yeah, pretty hard racing. I'm just worried about what's behind him too. Wow.
51 hits the wall there out of turn 2. He's going to lose all that momentum. Here comes the 09 by J.C. Evans. Wortman gets by. Here comes Lane Allen looking underneath.
Looking at that 34 at Fetter Place too. He's been putting himself through the field here quite a bit. He's up a few spots already as well, so up 10 spots now. Just looking for a place to go, it looks like right now.
All over the track here coming out too. Oh, somebody up front in the wall. Oh, we got a spinner back there.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be Jonathan Atkins in the 57, around off turn 1. Caution flies.
Oh, just catching up with where he landed. I wonder if it's similar to what happened to Richie there.
We'll have to see if he ended up there under his own accord, or if an accord ran into him.
Well, Alexander Hodge was on his outside, so I mean, maybe it's an omen. You don't want to be around Alexander Hodge going to turn 1.
It's the same thing. Yeah, it's almost the same thing Richie did there. But it looks like 57 kind of got up. I don't think he touched the apron. He got up the track a little bit.
Yeah.
Put a little extra wheel into it, and around it went.
Yeah, he was way higher than Richie was, and a little oil down there or something. I don't know.
But you're right around the 53 once again.
And I know you've talked before too about some of the seams being a little bit of a havoc on some of these cars. And if you look at Adkins again, right when he kind of got into that upper seam, as he was starting to cross the seam, that's when the car started to get out of shape. So maybe the seams are playing a little bit of mind games with these guys.
Yeah, any little bit of change for this car, with the downforce, some of the downforce being made underneath the car, any change across that platform can make a difference. But even like you said, crossing the seams with the tires, I mean you hit those seams and they're a little slick. That little bit can send it into a yaw, and I can tell you these cars do not like yaw. They do not operate well in a yaw.
They don't like the X-axis, the Y-axis, or even the Z-axis. Yeah, they're a handful.
You can ask Ryan Priest about the Z-axis. He can probably tell you all about that.
Well, and we are at lap 14 now. Usually, if the caution does come out 5 laps prior to the stage, that is the stage. I do not believe we are having the stage.
I don't think this will be it. So we'll at least get another restart before we hit the stage here. Lap 20 being your stage, 100 laps for the race. Let's see if these guys are actually going to pit this time, or are we just going to come down here and, run the chicane, I guess.
Yeah, shucking and jiving. I was going to say, I mean, that might not be a bad strategy for some people to actually try to come in, maybe get some, do that undercut. Looks like Lane Allen's coming in.
Flip the stage, yeah. Lane Allen comes in. Wayne Grassi comes in as well. Actually, TJ Bartel.
And that looks like, I don't know, we got a couple other guys in there. Brian Dixon again is in. Lewis Meglin's in.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan Atkins is in.
Now, I don't think did Atkins hit anything down there? Did he hit the wall too, or I can't
I
remember.
believe he did. Yeah, he did hit the wall. I feel like he even hit it. I'll go back and look. I'm pretty
I'm
sure he
going.
actually hit it a little harder than Richie did. So,
We're looking at it right now. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, he did just a little bit harder there, and then the nose first. Kind of the same place.
almost exactly the same place. Yeah.
Well, they are teammates, so.
And again, I'm not blaming Alexander Hodge. It's funny he happened to be on the outside of both of them. Same corner.
He's probably one of the guys. What are y'all doing down there?
Yeah. All right, so we got another guy, Jackson, and he says Atkins is my dad.
Oh.
You know, we talked to Jonathan a lot. He never talks about a kid there, Jackson. I'm just curious. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
Nothing bad. I'm just saying he doesn't talk about you. We didn't even know you had a kid on YouTube. Well, at least I haven't.
I'm aware, even though Tony is not. I'm aware. Like, what, he's adopted?
Well, I didn't think he was. Honestly, I didn't think Jonathan was old enough to even have kids that would be old enough to be using YouTube. To be quite honest, so I don't know. That makes sense, sort of.
Sure. I mean, you backed me into a corner here. Well, that's good, Jackson. I'm glad you're watching along. I mean, some of the guys have mentioned they have their kids watching along or whatever, their children. I don't even know, you know. I say children lightly because I don't know
Well,
how old he is.
exactly. I hear more about the dog gate getting closed, and yelling at the dogs than I hear about his kid.
See, Atkins is his dad. He needs to talk to his dad and tell him to keep the car going in the right direction.
That's right.
No, he's talked about Jackson before. He's even talked about Jackson, wanting to get Jackson on here eventually. So we might be hearing Jackson Atkins takes the lead.
Great. That's all I need is somebody else that's going to be better than me on track. Damn.
Well, you can pretend while you're up here in the booth. I mean,
well, true, yeah.
Well, I'd be out there leading if it, but I'm here in the booth. All right, we're 2x2 for the restart here. Tyler Harrison on the inside. Michael Call opting for the outside on this restart as your leader. Nick Alford, Matthew Robinson, Justice Murphy, your top five now. Murphy's moved up a couple positions, actually up 8 positions.
Yeah, right. A couple of new faces and new places up here.
See if anybody can do anything on this stage for the 5 of Call. Here we come down to the restart zone, waiting for the green flag. There it is. Big push from the 11. The 11's going to get a great start behind the 5. He may be the one challenging here off into turn 1.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of surprised Michael Call took that outside line, but, obviously starting in the front row, it's not a bad place to be. Yeah, we're almost 3 wide up there. Wow. We are 3 wide in some areas. They're scattered.
There's a big run out of the corner. Oh, we got cars scattering. We got cars in the wall. That's going to end the stage as the caution comes out. David Durand and who's that? Is that the 15? Trevor Keith.
Yeah. It looks like I thought TJ Bartello was involved, but no, he was just going slow on the inside there.
So we weren't able to make it to the stage without the caution, so this will be the stage.
Well, that was, wait till you see that incident. They were 5 wide while that was out going down.
Going off turn 2. Oh, we had a car lose it right in front of everybody. Wortman loose off the corner, kind of triggered all that as everybody checked up and tried to avoid him. And 88 and 15 find themselves stuck together like a couple of dogs coming off turn one.
Yeah, wow. That could have been so much.
It could have. Yeah, that's why everybody just moving around trying to avoid.
And even so, it doesn't look like Durant or even Trevor Keith. I mean, Durant kind of got pushed up into the wall there, but neither one of them looked like they were overly damaged. So,
51 moves up to avoid Tim Morton. Pushes the 15 up across the nose of the 88. The 88 pushes him halfway down Long Pond before they finally become unhooked there. And
yeah.
But you're right. I don't think there's much major damage. We'll have to see if we can ride on board with 88 and kind of see what happened to him.
Yeah, if anything, I think he's got just a little bit of nose damage compared to the 15 of Trevor Keith. But this will be the stage, so I'm sure everybody's going to be coming in. Yeah, Durant's got some significant front end damage here.
Both those guys were right around that 10th spot for the stage. We're looking to get some stage points. Both of them are going to fall outside of that top 10 as our leader's going to come in now that the stage is complete. Everybody's going to hit pit road here. Now, those guys that stopped, I wonder if they'll stay out here. They only put one corner on their tires at speed, really.
Well, someone like Jonathan Atkins, who probably did take tires, well, he's stopping. He's in the pits right now.
We got four that stayed out. Looks like Hodge, Richie Coy, Lane Allen, and TJ Bartell.
All right. Well, Richie's trying to get them spots back. The car looks clean though, so he was able to get it fixed. Looking at Trevor Keith's car, he actually got some pretty good right front damage, and it looks like he's going to be. I don't know if he's going to stay in there longer to maybe try to get that fender banged out. Yeah, he's got some pretty good front right damage there.
All right, some repairs being made, but our first full cycle of pit stops completed here.
And I'm hearing Michael Call got pit road speeding penalty, so he goes from the top of the house to the basement.
Rut-row. That's a lot of cars to pass.
That's right. I'm going to go back to see where it came from, or where it came in on. Yeah, he hit the line at almost 60. Like 62 when he hit the line.
Well, Atlanta kind of sneak up on you here, for sure, on entry. It's a little bit before you kind of expect it.
Yeah, so definitely his entry was a little too fast. Fortunately, though, you get a pit road penalty, or you get to move to the end of the line. If he sped out of pit road, I believe, I can't remember.
I think it's still
you
the
got to
same.
do is it the same?
Yeah.
I can't remember. Sometimes it's a drive around.
Under green, it's more severe, but under caution, either way, I think you end up starting at the rear.
Donnie Petit says, he's my dad too. Donnie, you should be out here racing, man. Not crack a joke.
Donnie said he's my dad too.
He's everybody's dad.
Everybody just calls him Daddy.
Yep. All right, well. Alexander Hodge taking over the lead with Richie Coy on the front row with him. And Lane Allen, TJ Bartell, our top four.
Yeah, top four did not pit there, so they're on one corner tires. I don't know, maybe more than that, but they have not stopped, so they are the leaders.
Well, clean air is king around here. We're out of stages though, and we have just hit lap 20, sorry, and we do got 100 laps to go. So I mean, there's quite a bit of racing. I'm assuming 2 more pit stops to get through this. I don't think they can make another 40 laps, right?
I'm scared to say, but I'd say probably not.
Right.
Tell you what, those guys need to be careful around that 53. He's been around every car that spun there in turn one. Let's see. And it was the 19 was one of them. So they're
That's
on the
right,
front
yeah.
row.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you there, Donnie. Yeah, not after seeing them spin like that. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be able to make it on one stop here for sure.
All right, pace car's going to take that hard left turn off of turn 3 here, with Alexander Hodge your leader, Richie Coy in second, Bartel, Allen, and Chandler your top 5 as we wait for the green flag. Oh, we got cars in the back of others there on the start. In the back of the 14, who is that?
A lot of cars. Wow. Yeah.
Probably gave the 14 whiplash there.
Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of banging and checking up. 4 wide going into turn 1. Wow. 3 wide right now. Lane in the middle.
As they scatter off the corner. Behind them, still 3 wide as Nick Alfred underneath Lane Allen, now 3 wide with the 11.
80 laps to go. There is a lot of taking going on within the first couple of corners here. You would think, give a little bit. Didn't Supertramp make a song called that? Give a little bit.
I think so.
Alexander Hodge still running out front there. Richie Coy in tow.
So
TJ Bartel in third.
Tyler Harrison got a little loose off turn 3 there. It's going to lose him a position. It's the 14 Lane Allen. I thought we'd go by him, but he's getting a little help from behind by the 11 to keep him up there. He's going to send it off into the corner, try to clear the 14, and does off the corner.
Man, well, they kind of calmed down a little bit right now, but man, it's a lot of guys still pretty racy out there.
Hodge continues to lead over Richie Coy in second. Bartel, Chandler, Bowers, your top 5.
Well, I think the 11 we
caution.
got a yellow too. 11 tapped the wall, but he was not the caution.
Mason Hoffner and the 15 of Trevor Keith around on the Long Pond straightaway here.
Ooh, Trevor Keith in it again. Trevor wasn't anywhere near it.
Looks like Hoffner's done. He towed. Let's go back and look and see what happened here. Best Retired Auto Care Instant Replay with the 30 of Hoffner. Oh, contact from behind. Oh, a big hit. Actually, that's in turn 2. Was that Wayne Grassi?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if Wayne, we're going to expect Mason to get, I don't know if he overshot or, I don't know. He came in like a ball of steam.
Yeah, he did.
And unfortunately, Trevor Keith, he scuffed his tires. He just tried to slow the thing down, and the car got sideways on him. Didn't hit anything.
Let's go back and round on board with the 7. He just rolls through the corner there, and the 30's slower than he is.
Yeah, well, the 30 was kind of keeping pace with the car in front of him at the time, too. So I just, like I
Yeah.
say, I almost wonder if he was right behind Villalobos. Maybe a little off pace, but he didn't have as much pace as Wayne had.
Just want to go back and see if something led to that or something. I don't.
Yeah. Everybody else did a pretty good job avoiding that, too. And unfortunate for Trevor, he just scuffed up his tires there.
Round on board with the 30 now into the tunnel turn. Let's listen and see what happened here. And look ahead, see where if you keep pace here. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know where the 7's going there.
Yeah. Well, they call it tunnel turn, and it's because obviously there's a tunnel underneath to get in and out of the racetrack. But sometimes you could get a little tunnel vision in that turn. I mean, if you're, with the 3 different corners here, sometimes you might forget what corner you're at.
Right on board with the 15, see what happened here. He sees this up ahead of him. He just jumps on the brakes and it just comes around on him.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate side effect of this car. And Again, I mean, he didn't hit anything, which is good, but hurting those precious tires. And I believe he's already used up a set from earlier as well. So,
Well, he was our caution that
yeah.
ended the stage. Or he was in it anyway.
All right. Well, what does it mean for our leaders? Not much. Hodge and Richie Koya up in the front row again. TJ Bartel and his teammate Jeff Chandler in row 2. Jeff, where did he come from? Chandler, all the way up to 4th now too.
But to see if that 94 maybe uses a little more patience here on this restart. He was all in the back of the 14. I would be surprised if 14 of Lane Allen didn't get damaged from that on the restart. That was pretty rough on. That's what I'm talking about, giving him whiplash at that point.
Well, I'm looking at the back end of Lane's car right now, and yeah, no damage, at least anything visual.
You know how this car is.
Yeah.
Backing in the wall, get a concussion, and it won't take any damage.
Yeah. He does got a little scuff on the front right, but that might be completely unrelated. But still, yeah, you definitely don't want to be bumped from behind, especially in this car. It's so unpredictable as it is, and you really don't need any extra help with it. Yeah, let's see if everybody could just be a little bit more gentle this time around here. But the pace car lights are off, so they're stacking them up. We got one to go here. Anybody new in chat? No, we just got
looking at Jackson and Donnie going out back. Zachary says, "Ouch." Yep, exactly.
A little patience. That's all you need. I think that's another song.
You gonna start singing?
No, definitely not. I'm just, tonight is the Pocono song night.
Yeah, open mic night.
Yeah.
Karaoke night.
Yeah, no karaoke. We're Pocono the karaoke bar tonight. But yeah, we still got three quarters of this race to go, so we got quite a bit of racing to go.
What about
just a little patience.
It's tricky.
It is a little tricky. Yeah, that's another song.
Yeah.
Anybody else out there got some good songs for tonight in chat? We got
you
Kermit showing up.
You got any requests? Any requests for Tony?
We got Kermit showing up. He might start singing the Rainbow Connection from
Hot
the
Lap
movie.
Hot Lap Killers. Let's go, Hot Lap Killers. I hope that's an inside joke with them, and it's not a.
Well, the Killers is a band, so I mean, I don't know, maybe.
Here we go. Green flag goes out, and Alexander Hodge leads them to green. Another good restart by the leader there. Still side by side back here. As looks like Bowers moving to the outside.
She's fighting Jeff Chandler right now. Looks like Jeff Chandler's the leader of this reckoning for second. Well, reckoning's not the right word, but the battle for second.
The reckoning. You had to get a reckoning.
Yeah. And from what I think Jeff actually has fresher tires. Maybe you can check out your little cheat sheet, see the time when he actually pitted last. I don't think he stayed out.
These guys come through the tricky turn 2 there, side by side. Going off into 3, Tyler Bowers throws it. Actually, it's the 4. TJ Bartel throws it way down inside there. Tyler Bowers on the outside. Still side by side as they come off turn 3.
Yeah, that whole gaggle right now, they're kind of slowing down that everybody behind them as well, because our top 3 are starting to pull away a little bit.
And Jeff Chandler does have 10 lap fresher tires. He did put on lap 18 on that stage caution.
Okay.
So
yeah, that's what I was thinking, man.
Here he comes.
Yeah, gonna take that lead away. It looks like.
Jeff's been on a tear lately. He took the lead last week. Had the lead, looked pretty good there early on in that race. Here he is trying to take the lead once again.
Well, it's been kind of surprising with Jeff too, because I mean he hasn't actually had a win in a bit of time, and he was one of our guys. You know, we talked about some of the new guys coming into the league, and you know, kind of adding to the competition.
Oh, he gets another 53. Alexander Hodge, but Hodge, what a save from the 53 there.
Wow.
He is not going to be happy, but man, he's got to be proud of that save. That was wild.
Well, the fact that nobody hit him from behind either. Wow. I mean, they were right in front of the entire field.
And Jeff didn't even get the lead. Here's the 19 of Coy. Took the lead through all that.
He's getting a little loose now, so I hope that contact didn't really hurt him. And we were just giving him props here. But he is under fire by Nick Alford right now.
Oh. Jeff up the track. Here comes Nick Alford to the inside. Here comes Tyler Harrison to the inside. Your points leader making a move for third.
And look at fifth place. Wasn't he almost? Well, he was the pole setter. Tyler Bowers, in fifth already. So he's definitely.
We got trouble back here behind him. Brian Dixon. No, it wasn't Brian Dixon. Who was that? Joshua Gaiman involved.
Gotta go back and look here.
Matthew Robinson, the 11.
Yeah, the 11 and the Gaiman actually had contact with each other there.
Let's go back and look and see what happened between the 11 and the 61 coming off turn 3.
Julio got a piece of Robertson too.
Who was the 11 up the track into the? Ooh, yeah, he did as he came by there.
Yeah, that was our only collateral damage.
Slide up the track a little bit into the 61, and you're right, the 51 comes by, clips him just a little bit.
I'll tell you too, the 11, he was moving through the field. I mean, a lap prior, the 61 and 11 weren't even anywhere near each other.
On board with the 51. Watch out. Tries to cut the difference and just a little too low and catches that 11.
Yeah, I mean, he was cutting through the field. I mean, it's no coincidence that he's got a haircut or barbershop paint job on it. Definitely was cutting something.
And the 11 just washes up the track there, right on the side of the 61.
Yeah, unfortunately, Julio really didn't have many options. He had a guy on his top side. He goes low, and there was the 11 on the bottom.
I think it all started with the 16 there, to be honest with you. The 16, we'll back it up. The 61 was trying to hang on the outside of the 16 there.
Well, they were gaggled about a lap prior. I mean, you have Michael Call kind of going through the field as well, too. There's just a lot of cars fighting for spots back there.
All right, we've got some leaders on pit road. Some guys that stayed out. Well, I don't know. Jeff Chandler's in with those newer tires, but Richie Coy in, Tyler Bowers in, Lane Allen in, about half the field.
Well, we've seen some of the guys, too, that, some of the guys that maybe were caught up in that incident. Obviously, the 4 guys that did not pit, they're in their pits now. Got a lot of takers, though.
Quite a few, about 9 that stayed out as well.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Depending on when I pitted, I mean, it might not be. I kind of think these 9 that did stay out probably didn't do the bad decision. Maybe save a set here. We've been having a lot of cautions. Not saying that's indicative of what we're going to continue to see, but we still got a lot of racing to go, and maybe saving a set might not be a bad thing to do right now.
You remember when they first released this track, Tony? It's just a little reminiscing here how they had the cone out of the exit of turn one. You had to stay on that really narrow strip on the apron through 1 and 2, or through turn 1.
I don't recall that. I mean, I think the track was still. I can't remember if when I first joined, it was like 2017. I think they already had this track out, so I was kind of a late bloomer to iRacing.
Yeah, they fixed it pretty quickly after the release of the track, but I remember we had a race shortly after the track was released, and they had the cone on the exit of turn 1, so you had to go all the way through turn 1 on the apron there, and it was really narrow, and saw a lot of people having issues there, creeping up above that line and getting a unsafe pit exit. But
yeah, pit exit is tight.
They since moved it back, so just a little nugget of information.
Well, if we ever go green and we maybe get a set of green flag stops in here, that still could be a point of contention, or contention.
Well, it can be, because we saw in trucks that some of the guys coming out of the pits there, it's you kind of shoot you right out on the track there.
Yeah,
on the exit of 1,
exactly.
It can be dangerous.
Yeah, you got to be careful of the oncoming traffic, especially too. A lot of guys like that low lane, and they like to get low. And when you're coming off the track, that's where you are too. So,
well, we got another new leader. Nick Alford takes the lead. Looking at our race analysis here, 32 laps of 100. We're about a third of a distance through here. Alford, your leader. 5 cautions so far for 15 laps, and we've had 4 official lead changes. But they have swapped it out and back quite a bit.
Yeah, well, we still got 26 guys on the lead lap as well. So a lot of the field is still in play. And we saw Michael Call. He got a pit road penalty. He's sitting in the top 5 right now as well, or top 6 he's showing. So it's we've had a lot of guys up and down the field as well. I mean, even Justice Murphy too. He's in he's showing 5th right now.
5th.
And yeah, he was almost involved in that accident a little while ago. A lot of shakeups tonight. Going to make it interesting. Even Brandon Fairplace now sitting in 3rd, so or he's 4th right now.
Sneaking into the picture as he always does.
That's
a little early for him though to show up here in the top 5.
I know, yeah. Hopefully he doesn't, shoot his opportunity too early. I had to word that properly.
I was thinking, okay, well, yeah. I mean, I know what you're saying. I was going to say something to the effect of a candle burning too bright and burning out too quickly or something like that. Anyway, either way it works. Yeah. Sure. All right, well, we'll have to remember that one. As the pace car pulls off, Nick Alford leading them down, getting ready for the green flag. It flies. A couple of teammates there on the outside going to shoot away here.
Shots fired.
Shoot off into turn 1.
All right. Nick Alford's got that clean air right now, and we know the clean air is king. And we saw what Hodge was able to do with it early on, too, especially on the old tires. These guys now have the old tires up front here. So
Bartel with the big wiggle off the corner there. I tell you what, Harrison's looked really strong in that outside lane, although he's going to lose a position now to Justice Murphy on in that 16.
Well, with the amount of laps we've got, again, 16 gets a little bit of
we got a spinner back here. Lane Allen around. Off the front of, is that Stephen Hassett? Caution going to fly as Lane goes into the spin cycle off turn 2.
That was the 09/60. It looks like a little contact with him.
It was getting close up front, too. There's a lot to look at, but I caught the, right in the back there, I saw the 14 go around. So caution number 6 out. Let's go back and look at our best one tire and auto care instant replay to see what transpired here. There's some things going on in front of them there, but the 09 up into the 14.
Yeah, Lane didn't actually hit the wall either, from what I seen. So he definitely got some scuffed up new tires. He probably didn't want to scuff them up already, but
yeah, just up the track a little bit into the 14 there on the exit of the corner.
I'm trying to look to see too if there was any damage because of the contact as well. And no, the car actually looks pretty clean. I mean, it definitely wasn't a hard hit, but enough to turn him.
Hit the inside or anything?
No, yeah, he stayed pretty clean in those regards.
Yeah, just washes up the track into the 14 there. But there was some things going on in front of them. I want to back this up as they enter turn 2 because there was they were almost 3 wide in front of them. A little bit of a check up there. Not as bad as I thought it was. He just carried a little more speed on exit than he intended. Maybe he got in that dirty air too, Tony, and kind of made the car push up the track there.
Well, there is there's a lot of speed happening in that tunnel turn, and again, it could be there's a little bit of camber in there as well, and it's tough when you're too wide like that. That the walls close in, the track gets really tight on exit, and you just gotta kind of pay attention and hopefully you don't get caught up in that. But I don't know. I've been there many times myself, and it's a tough corner, especially when you got guys around you like that.
It's a track you can gain a lot, you can lose a lot, depending on how you get through that corner. Yeah. It's a fast corner, so if you don't hit it just right, you can lose a lot of time, or if you do and some of the other guys don't, you can gain a lot of time.
Yeah, and there's definitely the proper way to run that corner, and it's when you hit it sweet in that sweet spot, you hit it sweet. But then there are other times where it just throws you off. It's not a very, what's the word I'm looking for? A very consistent hit corner as far as when I run it.
It's got a narrow operating window, I guess.
Right, it does. Yeah,
like you have to hit it just right to really make speed through there, and if you miss it a little bit, you can lose a lot. There's Joshua Gaiman getting his lap back there. Lucky dog for this caution.
And actually, Matthew Robinson, he's also a lap down. I didn't even know he went. I didn't know either one of them went a lap down, but he's the next guy 1 lap down. The only guy 1 lap down. Right. So it puts Brandon Fetterplace on the front row in the second spot right now.
Yeah, his teammate Alfred right in front of him. Those guys kind of filtered to the top there. And then you got Justice Murphy, the first Ford in the field, the 16 there, the yellow car right behind him. In third, fourth is Tyler Harrison. And fifth for Michael Call. So Michael Call back up there. TJ Bartell in sixth, really having a good run tonight. Wortman's just kind of hung in there all night. He's another one. He's consistent. So as long as something doesn't happen to him is out of his control, he's usually consistently top 5, top 10. He's there in seventh. Eighth spot for Trevor Earhart. Finding his way back up there. Ninth spot for the 57 of Jonathan Atkins, right where he started, but it's been an up and down night for him. He finds himself back in the top 10. And then 10th spot for Kevin Ruff.
Yeah, it's been an up and down night for a lot of guys. And it's just, you talk about Tim Wortman. He's the kind of guy where, he brings a lot of speed, but he shows a lot of patience and a lot of, I don't know, you really don't see or hear of him too much. He just kind of runs out there, does his thing, and, he usually finds himself up in front here.
Yeah, we got a few drivers like that kind of show up there at the end. Usually TJ Bartell, Jeff Chandler, Brandon Fetterplace kind of come to mind. Some of those guys just kind of run their own race quietly and find themselves in contention towards the end.
Yeah, they don't make really any trouble. You don't even really notice they're out there, but then it's like, oh, hey, there he is.
I think I used to say that about Harvick a lot. Where did he come from?
Right, yeah. We got Corey Clark out there rooting on the 9 car. We don't have a 9 car. We have an 09 car, a.k.a. the 60 car.
I think Corey Clark's rooting the 9. I think he drives the 9.
It might be.
Over there. Just looking for some number luck.
All right, here we go. Racking them up. Let's see if we can get some green flags out of these guys tonight. We still got a long way to go here.
And I know a lot of guys out there probably sitting at home, hopefully not in the dark, but we'll talk about that in a minute. As we come to the green flag, pace car peels off. Nick Alford leads them down. Green flag flies. And we're off and racing here once again into turn 1 at Pocono. That's a long way to turn one as well.
Oh, yeah.
You get a lot of time to think about it as you get down here. Finally, we reach turn one. Oh, we got Hodge up the track.
Yeah, it almost looked like he kind of did that purposely. He just wanted to fall back to the field there.
Gotcha. I thought I heard tires.
Well, I could be wrong, but at first glance, it looked like he was just kind of getting out of the way.
Wortman getting a push from the 99 of Kevin Ruff into the tunnel turn there. Here comes Wortman to the inside of the TJ Bartell machine.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that 6th and 10th spots have been just hectic. That is really where a lot of the racing action has been most of the night. A lot of gaggling and cars just duking it out back there. Although they look a little tame right now, but as I say that, here comes Trevor Earhart underneath TJ Bartell. He's definitely making use of the double lanes here.
He gets a pass down into turn one. TJ's going to let him have that one. Looking back here, though, they were side by side. Everybody kind of getting single file as they head into the tunnel turn.
Well, that's usually what happens here. If we do get a long run, we're going to see just a lot of spread out action as cars will be able to kind of get through these corners way better than the others.
With a little issue there in the tunnel turn, Richie Coy underneath him. That is for 12th spot. So Richie still hasn't been able to rebound from his early spin to become a contender here so far. That's still a long way to go. You got Tyler Bowers side by side. Actually, that's the 99 of Kevin Ruff and Bowers.
Well, the biggest problem with turn 3, we were just saying with Richie and Wayne Grossi too, is and we talk about it with a lot of the other tracks. The outside line is predominant there, just because you get that run out, and I think you get a little draft advantage if you're tighter up against the wall going on the front straight. I don't know if that's a factor or not, but you really, if you can be on the outside line and kind of take the outside line from a guy trying to pass him 3, that's really where you want to be.
99, 99 Kevin Ruff, Tyler Bowers in the 94 there race side by side. Get back in line as they head off into turn 1. Nick Alford still leading over his teammate Brandon Fetterplace in 2nd. Tyler Harrison in 3rd. 4th for Justice Murphy, but Michael Call trying to find a way around the 16 of Justice Murphy.
I'm kind of surprised with Michael Call. I thought he'd be able to turn on the speed a little bit here, but I don't know if he's just getting affected by dirty air being back in traffic. I mean, he got up to 5th pretty quickly, but kind of stalled sitting in there in that spot right now.
Ooh, Murphy and the 5 in the wall a little bit off the corner there.
Well, that's definitely not going to help the situation, because here comes Wortman now on the inside of 5, on the 5.
Wortman
trying to make it almost, yeah.
Well, there's a lot of different lines being used in 3 as well. Some guys up top, some guys around the bottom.
Well, I think the preferred line is the low line. At least that's the line I like to be in. But when you're running side by side, you definitely would rather be that outside line, I believe.
So your leader at the top, you got Brandon Fetterplace at the bottom, Tyler Harrison at the top. Everybody just kind of picking, hopefully picking a line. It's got some, we got a car in the wall. Is that the 99?
Justice Murphy just tapped the wall, too. Yeah. He almost got passed by Michael Call.
Oh, Kevin Ruff really slowed down Long Pond there.
Yeah. Richie Coy was saying good heads up, so I almost wonder if we have to go back and look at that. Yeah, wow. I went back and looked at her. Yeah, Ryan or Kevin Ruff got really sideways going in the 1.
Let's see what happened here in the 1. What's in the 99? It's on the gas on exit. Oh, sideways slides into the wall. And actually, everybody kind of gets around him. Maybe just off the pace. Everybody did a good job of avoiding there.
I'm reading chat. Corey thought it was the Apex night. Nope, that'll be tomorrow, Corey.
Losing tracks. Yeah, losing track of nights. I'm telling you, I can sympathize. A lot of happening lately. I was talking about the weather. Some of the guys probably sitting at home around this area anyway, sitting out there without power. So if you're enjoying the race on your mobile device, just make sure it's nice and charged. But we appreciate having you along. Hopefully we can provide a little entertainment here tonight with the Victory Fuel Cup Series and, of course, tomorrow night with the Apex Racing Cup Series as they continue their playoffs as we finish up the season tonight here for Victory Fuel Cup Series.
I can just imagine somebody warming up their hands to the glow of their cell phone, watching the broadcast. Good to have you there. Hopefully, though, you do have heat, power, and all that good stuff. I mean, yeah, I've been seeing some video, and it's pretty brutal out there in some parts of the world.
And we're supposed to get another shot next week, so I'm hoping that they're wrong about that too, but we'll see.
Well, I'm stuck in Chicago, and it's been so cold, it doesn't want to snow. So, I mean, it's we just got really, really low temperatures right now, but not too much snow or freezing rain or anything like that.
It's brutally cold out there right now, up in your area, but also down here. And it's something we don't really see. We're in the teens tonight, and so hopefully the fiery racing on track will help keep it warm.
There you go. Yeah. Well, that's true. Yeah. If you're down, especially where you're at, you're not used to the. I mean, I'm sure you get them every now and again, but probably not like what you're experiencing now.
Man, they are.
This is t-shirt weather for us here in Chicagoland.
Yeah, it's pretty frigid down here. And of course, next week being the Clash for the NASCAR Cup Series, I'm interested to see how that goes because if we're supposed to have some winter weather next weekend, and it looks like the temps are going to be really cold next weekend as well. I'm just interested to see how those guys get along.
I know. Well, I saw a map too, and I think they said everybody's participating in the winter weather right now, with the exception of Florida. Maybe they need to bring that Clash into some Florida track just to keep warm. Although I know the Daytona 24, they had their little weather challenges as well, so who knows?
Wayne Grossi getting passed by Trevor Keith here. I tell you, that's some exciting racing going on back here. They are fighting hard for every position. Battles are heating up as the weather cools down.
Yeah, I mean, they're back there. They're still side-by-side fighting for 12th right now. Wayne Grossi and Trevor Keith.
And I do want to apologize, too. I'm kind of fighting off a cold myself, so maybe not the excitement that you would normally hear.
Well, you've been coughing. We hang out quite often, and he's been coughing for about the last week now, and I haven't actually heard him cough at all tonight, so that's pretty good.
I've not held the button down when I'm coughing. Oh. I've been coughing. Trust me, I've been coughing. It's happening. Car's disappearing. There we are. We're back here. Looking at the front, though, Nick Alford continuing to lead in Brandon Fetter Place. The battle for second starting to heat up just a little bit as Tyler Harrison kind of inches in on Fetter Place as we start to get closer to that halfway point. And actually, here comes the move for fourth. Justice Murphy trying to fight off Michael Call, who looks to the inside.
Well, they've actually ran the most green laps they've ran all night tonight. And, you can definitely see we've got a lot of spacing going on. But that top three has been pretty much hanging, bumper to bumper. And, that fight right now for Michael Call, trying to get by Justice Murphy. Couldn't get it done quite there. He's going to have to pick another corner. And that's the beauty about this track, too. With the three distinctive corners, if you are fighting somebody, you can really pick out, okay, I think I'm better than him in this corner. This is where you want to try and set him up to get that pass. And that's one of the beautiful uniqueness things here at Pocono, where you have that opportunity. Some of the other tracks, you really don't get that. And they're the corners are such a variety. Not everybody is great at every corner, so that you can find maybe a little weakness to exploit here and there. And that's what makes this racing pretty good, especially if you can get some good tight battles with these guys.
All right, let's see if Tyler Harrison could get a run off turn one here. It looks like, Nick Alford with a little bit of an issue in front of him. But they kind of come off with the same spacing there. And The thing you can do here too is sometimes you'll see them kind of give them a bump down the straightaway. If you guys are trying to catch the group in front, you kind of want to work together to get closer. So both of you have a shot at some more positions there. You'll see that sometimes too. You see Justice Murphy bounce off the wall there off turn 2 just a little bit.
Yeah, I was just watching both the 16 and the 5. They're starting to close up on the top 3, just because of the top 3 having their little bitty issues here as well. But man, nobody's right now is holding anything back. It looks like they are all really on it and trying to go for it.
Get a little odd groups here and there too.
Yeah, and they pulled away from 6th and 7th is kind of just on their own island. 8th is basically just driving by himself right now.
So TJ Bartell, Jonathan Atkins. Atkins going around the 4 of Bartell. Going to take that position off of turn 1. Oh, we got to spin. Stephen Hassett around off turn 1. Just like Coy, just like the 57. Hassett going to spin to the inside wall, just tap it there. Caution flies. Once again, we saw it as we switched back here to see what was going on. He just loses it off turn 1.
And the crazy thing is, too, I mean, usually, sometimes you'll see it on cold tires or whatnot, but these guys have got a few laps under them as well, so. And he barely kissed the yellow line. I mean, it looked like he got a little bit of a wiggle there. I don't think he actually, he didn't actually even touch the yellow line, but he got so low where that's when it started to upset the car. But yeah, spun exactly like Richie Coy and Jonathan Atkins earlier on. Tapped the wall with the front nose, almost the same spot, same nose damage, everything.
Let's go back and look at our replay here, and I'll answer the question in chat here in just a second. He's going through the corner here. Hassett on the bottom. Just comes off the corner and he just steps out. No chance to save it. He's going to slide to a stop against the wall.
Interesting. That corner has been kind of a nemesis for some of these guys tonight.
Yep, for sure.
And I believe Matthew Robson and on the 11, he'll be getting the lucky dog this time around. He is the one and only car a lap down. And we still have 26 guys out there.
And we'll be hitting halfway this time by as well.
Yeah. I'm assuming pit road is going to be busy. But I know there's got to be a lot of guys that have burnt up at least half of their sets right now.
So they are going to be coming here. Most of them anyway.
It looks like we had 2 guys stay out right now. Well, looking to see who those guys are.
A couple of teammates. 57 of Atkins, 19 of Coy.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe Matthew Robinson.
Well, Robinson, yeah, he's getting the lucky dog. So, yeah, so the Fury teammates right now, they're going to be leading the field, but they are going to have the old tires. Maybe they felt like this is the time that they need to save that set.
Donnie says, and you guys wanted me out there.
Yeah, why not, Donnie?
Yeah, it looks like it's a handful out there tonight. Let's see, where are y'all at? It says Jackson the monkey. I'm assuming he says he's thinking geographically where are we at.
That's what I'm guessing. Yeah.
Tony's in Chicago or near Chicago, and I'm actually in the upstate South Carolina. We just had an ice storm kind of come through, so yeah, so it's what we're doing.
Yeah, I'm in the southwest suburb of Chicago. Not in the same county as Chicago, but 20 minutes out.
Born and raised on the playground is where you spent most of your days?
Pretty much, that's right. Spent many years working in the city of Chicago, but I don't do that anymore.
Work? You don't work anymore?
Well, I don't work in the city anymore. I still have a few.
I'm retired.
Yeah, I still get a few jobs in there every now and again, but yeah, I charge them extra because I hate going to the city nowadays.
That is where we are. I know we got guys all over the U.S. We've even had some from as far away as Australia tuning in, and I couldn't tell you what time our broadcast is for them.
It's
Sometime in the
sometime
morning.
during the yeah, it's sometime in the morning because I used to race with a bunch of Australian guys back in the day of R Factor, and yeah, we'd be getting ready to go to bed, and they'd be getting ready for lunch.
Sitting there with your cup of coffee, watching the
That's right. Yeah.
trying to fight off the wallabies and the kangaroos.
And
Throwing
I
your
always wondered what they
throwing
did
your
for a living
boomerang.
because yeah, because they were playing video games in the middle of the day, but I never asked.
Well, if you got a second shift job over there, I mean, it'd be kind
Well,
of the
true.
same
Yeah.
thing. I know one guy we used to race with was a bouncer, which is an interesting. If you think of an Australia from Australia, so think of that, an Australian bouncer. That's a tough guy right there. That's somebody you don't want
Oh
to
yeah.
mess with.
He's bringing all the dingoes, right?
Sure. I mean,
And it's still he's
if
the
he's
same Jackson, just a different name.
if he's fighting off like 1 foot spiders and kangaroos, I mean,
Yeah, right. I've seen the
you seen the
videos.
wolf spiders? Oh man,
They got some pretty wild stuff out in Australia. I ain't gonna lie.
it is a wild place.
All right, well, we are halfway. They're stacked up here. We got Jonathan Atkins on the front row, Richie Coy along with them.
I'm doing my
Let's see how
best
long
to
they can stay out here.
fight off my shrimp and Barbies
Yeah.
phrase, but they hate that. Anyway, all right, pace car's going to peel off. Atkins and Coy, a couple of teammates on the front row. New set of teammates as we come to the green flag. Atkins fires off, and we are off and racing once again.
Yeah, it didn't even look like Jonathan said, "Okay, Richie, we're going to go on 1, 2, 3." No, he just went.
We're
Yeah,
going on.
Richie's
We're
just a
going on
little
three.
slow back there.
One,
Yeah.
two.
Do we go on 3 or do we go on, on 3?
2, 3 wide back here. Almost three
Richie
wide.
gets a
Off.
little wiggle there.
It's tight back behind him as well.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think, right now, Richie's kind of stacking up that back. Fetter Place is giving him a little bit of room, though. Little Lobos, too, on the inside. Definitely just does not have the speed right now. Just looking a little sketchy there.
Gotta watch the accordion effect as everybody checks up. Here comes Tyler Bowers to the inside to make it 3 wide of the 16, almost 4 wide. Actually, that's the 41. Still 3 wide coming off turn 3. A little touch.
Wow, that was touch. A little touch in there.
Oh, and he turns the 41 around.
Oh,
There goes
wow.
the 41. Trevor Earhart spinning like a top, and caution flies.
Wow. I can't imagine he did not see him up there. He came way up the track. Although he kind of got shoved down low, and I almost wonder if it was just the car, maybe just trying to keep control of the car. I don't know. I know how this car could be, and
He was way down the track and just back up the track and right into the corner of the 41.
it could have been him chasing the car almost. Because I know how much of a pendulum this car is, and it seems like it'll swing back in the same direction it swings out. So, yeah, I don't know. That's fortunately, yeah, more touching and spinning, and Trevor's got some pretty good damage. Look at that Walford car.
Just comes up and gets him, almost takes the 51 in front of him with him.
Yeah. Well, I was just going to say, too, the 51, he had a little sketchy corner, which allowed Richie to kind of get right by him. So they were able to kind of single file out front there. But
I mean, I'm going to back this up because they come off turn, we're looking at this replay, come off turn 3, and they're 3 wide. Again, you go back, here's what I always kind of look at. Who made it 3 wide? Well, the 94 made it 3 wide. He decided to make it 3 wide on the entry of 3. Carries it off into turn 3. Still 3 wide with a car on the outside of the 41. Passes it up off the corner. Still 3 wide. Into the side of the 41. Goes down the track. Comes back up the track and just catches him right there.
Wow.
So the 94
kind of up a lane.
94 put himself in that position, and the 94 made the mistake with the contact. That's all going to be on the 94.
Yeah. Well, even too, when he was in 3, making it 3 wide, he was kind of up a lane as well. He wasn't really tight to that yellow either. I assume he would have known that they were 3 wide, or he had way more cars on his outside. Just a lot of gaggling right now, especially, I mean, yeah, we just finished halfway. I mean, there's still a lot of racing to go, and I just don't know if some of these moves are really that necessary. To me, this is still early for this. This is, like I always say, this is like the chill point of the race. You're not going to be able to make enough fuel. You're still going to have to come in for tires and gas at some point. Just relax. Get some laps. Crack them off.
Yeah, speaking of,
See where you end up.
Got a few guys hitting pit road here. Tim Wortman, Ryan Huff, Kevin Ruff. The Huff and Ruff show hits pit road.
Robinson's in as well. Brian Dixon's in.
Topping off. Well,
yeah, Luce Meglin's in as well. Again, I'm not 100% sure what the fuel mileage is, but is it 44 laps? That's about what we got left. That I don't know.
Well, let me look.
I can't imagine.
See what my estimation cheat sheet says here.
Maybe. That might be possible.
Pocono. 33.4 laps.
No. All right. So absolutely not. But I guess if you were to top off now, you're not going to need as much gas to finish this if you top off, say, another 10, 15 laps anyway. So you might save a little time on pit road. Maybe some of these guys might have a little bit of damage from wall contact or whatnot, and need to get a little bit of fix up. Or maybe some guys just like to ride out in the back. Stay out of the mayhem.
I mean, how many times we've seen that 34 just kind of ride around in the back and not show up to the end of these races? He's made it work. I mean, he's got wins doing that, so
he's got a championship doing that.
Yeah. It's definitely doable.
Patience. I that's kind of how I race. I'm not, definitely not the greatest guy out there, but you just got to have a little bit of patience out there. You can't finish the race if you can't. If your car can't finish the race, so you got to take care of the equipment.
Yeah, what was it you were saying earlier? You don't want to shoot your shot too early.
You don't want to shoot your shot too early. That's right. Because if you shoot your shot too early, you might blow it.
Yeah.
All right. Well. We got the teammates back still up front. Better place in Alford in the second row. We get Tyler Harrison and also Justice Murphy still up there. I don't know. There looks like to be a little bit of discrepancy because I don't know where Villalobos is supposed to be. He's showing 7th right now. There's somebody out of order there. I'm thinking. Let's see if they can figure that out. I feel like there's somebody out of order there.
Well,
yeah, I don't know. Something doesn't compared to my scoring pylon and what I'm seeing on track. Something's just jazzed up.
You're saying somebody can't count?
Maybe. Again, it could be my scoring loop that's just not completely in sync with where it needs to be, maybe.
Got Trevor Earhart still sitting in the pits there. As they come through turn 3. Trying to get the green flag this time by as the pace car is going to pull off. Still Jonathan Atkins out front. Richie Coy in second. Alfred, Fetter Place, and Harrison your top 5. Pace car going to take that left. Let the field come down to this restart zone. See what happens as we go. Green flag racing. Green's out, and we're heading off into turn one once again.
5 is all over the 16 right now. I thought he was going to give him a little shove, but he was able to lay off of him. Not accordion the group. Losing spots pretty quickly.
Freight trained here. Brandon Fetterplace gets around him. He's trying to pull over to give his buddy there, Nick Alfred, a little draft as they head off into turn two. Oh, Richie Coy cuts down on the 98. Oh, man, that was close.
That was, wow. All right, here comes Tyler Harrison now.
Let's go across the 98. A little racing room here as Harrison tries to pull to the inside, but he's 98's going to have the draft down the straightaway here. Man, that's surprising. Those guys usually...
yeah, they play nice. A couple of words. A couple of words were said. Nothing horrible. Here comes Fetterplace for the lead. He's definitely got the fresher tires. He might get it here one.
Place to the inside. Sorry, to the outside. No,
he's in the inside. You're right.
Two purple cars. It's hard to tell from the front.
That's right, yeah.
He wasn't able to get it, though. Atkins going to hold on. Now Richie Coy and Nick Alfred side by side. He's going to fire it off into turn two. Oh, he's going to get the wall a little bit. Here comes Richie back to the inside.
Man, they're got some good battles, especially what's going on for fifth right now. Or at least there was. Looks like it kind of tamped down a little bit.
Still side by side for third. Back there behind him, you were talking about that. Justice Murphy able to get that done on Michael Call. And now a battle for the lead as Fetterplace looks to the inside going into turn one.
Yeah, Brandon couldn't get it done the last time around. He's going to probably, I bet you we're going to see a slide job coming up right here.
He's going to clear him by a mile there coming off one. So he's going to get that done. Here comes Richie Coy still trying to fight Nick Alfred. Nick gets it done on the high side though. And gets that pass complete, moves into third.
Yeah, Justice Murphy actually was fighting off Tyler Harrison, and Michael Call kind of snuck up into there, and Tyler Harrison actually lost a spot. Now he's kind of under fire with Jeff Chandler right behind him, sitting in the 8th right now. So, man, there's a lot going on right here in this top 8.
Here comes Murphy on the outside, looking to the outside of the 19 of Coy, trying to get a run going there. Can't quite get that done.
I think he tapped the wall just a hair there too, but you could see the momentum he was getting on that outside line going out on 3.
Getting towards the end, I guess. We're in the second half of the race. You're starting to see some of the guys kind of snake around on the front stretch in that draft. You're going to see more and more of that as we go. You see Murphy in the wall, Michael Call in the wall.
Well, and it's funny too because we talked about this I think at Auto Club where when the straightaway hits, they're all on the line, but then when that corner hits, they scatter, and that's the same thing we're seeing in turn 1 and 3. Again, I think turn 2, a lot of these guys know that it's probably better to stay on that single line, that sweet spot line at least going into the turn. But yeah, look at 3; they're all scattered. Many lines being used right now.
Nick Alfred,
yeah,
trying to get that pass down on Jonathan Atkins, pulls to the inside.
Fetterplace just pulling away too, trying to break up that draft a little bit, just not staying up towards that wall. Here comes Nick Alfred. I think this might be a slide job if we see it.
So coming off the corner, looks like he's going to get it done. Looks like the 57 had a little bit of a slide there off the corner, but second, third, fourth right there together as they head down the backstretch.
Well, remember the 57 and the 19 both have older tires of this group, so they're hanging on right now, but obviously if we keep, they need another caution, maybe another 20 laps or so to have made that strategy work out for them.
So another car that's hanging on right now is at 16 of Murphy, almost in the wall again off turn 2. And now he's under fire from the 5 of Michael Call. A big run behind him. Here comes Tyler Harrison with a big run. He's going to push the 5. The 5 is going to chase that draft of the 16 down the straightaway.
Now, last time we were at Pocono, didn't you have a term? Didn't we kind of come up with, what was it, the snake down the front straightaway? I think we're starting to see the snake emerge.
I don't think I came up with that, but definitely we saw it happen.
Yeah.
Live feed.
It's going to get more and more pronounced as the laps keep clicking off to break that draft.
The Pocono Anaconda. at this point.
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that's what it was, but
I thought we had a term for it. Yeah.
These guys right here battling, beating off each other. The 15 of Trevor Keith, the 88 of David Duran. And Michael Cole and Kyle Harrison. This is battle up here as well.
Yeah, I've been so kind of glued on our top 10 right now, or at least our top 8. I haven't even rewound to go see what's going on behind us. There's definitely a few packs emerging here and there.
Hard racing too. Ooh, somebody in front had an issue. Is that Alfred? Oh, Alfred going for the lead.
Yeah. Oh, and yellow's out.
Caution comes out just as that starts to heat up. Got a car around in front. Looks like it's Stephen Hassett once again off turn 1.
Yep. Yeah, that was Stephen.
Let's go back and see what happened here to the 91 coming off the corner. Once again, same spot. This time he gets it turned right and slides to a stop without hitting the inside wall.
Now that did what we normally see from this car. He starts sliding left and it shoots right. Fortunately, he was able to kind of keep it in that tight little grouping there, and yeah, didn't hit the wall. He was kind of far enough behind the pack where a lot of guys were able to get around him, so he just got some scuffed up tires here. Now, with what we got, 36 laps to go. You said what? Fuel is 33?
33.4.
I'm just curious to see if we're going to see a busy pit road, A, and then maybe, you know, is there anybody going to be able to stretch it? I kind of feel like, too, that we're not going to have a clean green run. I feel like we might still have another caution, but you know, somebody that does pit now, they could possibly, you know, use the caution as well to, you know, keep that track position and maybe extend that fuel mileage as well. So it is a long lap around here, so you definitely can save a little bit of fuel under caution. But I guess we will finally see what these guys do. Nobody has made that pit road yet, but we'll see what these. We'll see what we have for takers. I kind of feel like you know, Jonathan Atkins, maybe even a Richie Coy, who have not yet pitted. I think they're going to probably come in for some tires as well, for sure. But will the rest of the field join them? But man, yeah, we were having a very spicy front row here, and yeah, it looks like we've got all the leaders coming down right now.
They're gonna come. They actually are. Here they come. Nick Alford brings them down. Fetter Place, Richie Coy, Justice Murphy. Looks like pretty much everybody on the lead lap. It is everybody on the lead lap. So everybody coming to pit road.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't even have a lucky dog right now because we don't actually have anybody lapped down. I mean, we have a couple cars that are laps down, but they are off for damage and or you know, just repairs and whatnot. Not eligible to be running right now. Looks like Justice Murphy. I got to go back and look. That may have been a 2-tire stop.
3 wide for second coming off pit road as well. Looks like Michael Call might nose ahead right there. He's going to watch it, though. He's already got a speed penalty tonight.
Yeah. All right, I'm watching Justice Murphy. He just went in for gas. He didn't even take any tires. He'll be leading the field here.
Wants that clean air.
That's right. Interesting strategy. Again, though, I think we, you know, with the amount of cautions, because we are at our 9th caution already too, and that includes the one we had for the stage. Well, actually, no, the stage was the yellow itself that came on early, so a lot of cautions. I know they definitely don't have 9 sets of tires, and some guys might be trying to strategize and maybe take that last set when they really feel like they need it. Maybe save a set here and there.
Well, we got 35 laps to go. What did I say, 33.4?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I know. It's very close. I mean, definitely, I definitely would have pitted. for the gas. And again, if your tires, if you needed them, if you maybe had an extra set to spare, it might not have been a bad idea to grab tires. But I'm just curious to know if any of these guys got even any tires left. Because we've seen a lot of guys been on and off a pit road here. They get what, 5 sets?
This is kind of what I was watching here. See if these guys can come in and top off. Looks like Brian Dixon's going to top off, and Lewis Macklin going to top off here with 1 to go.
Okay, yeah.
But now, what were you asking?
I forgot what I was going to ask. I don't remember what I asked. Oh, 5 sets. They only get 5 sets, correct?
5 sets of, yes.
All right, well, Justice Murphy's going to take the outside line. He's got Michael Call on the inside. Again, Michael Call is, he's got freshies, four freshies.
All right, well. Yeah, Murphy is your leader. Call second. Tyler Harrison third. Trevor Keith fourth. Tim Wortman, your top 5 with Nick Alford, Robinson there. Fetter Place, Coy, and Atkins, your top 10.
Actually, Michael Call and the 45 of Tyler Harrison. 2 tire stop. Trevor Keith as well. I got to go back. I'm actually in pit road. Trevor Keith just took gas only. A lot of little pit stop strategies here.
It can mix things up, different speeds, a little bit up front, possibly could really shake things up. 1 slip, 1 bobble. Those 2 tires do something a little bit you don't anticipate. Can be tricky. We'll see how it plays out here. Is Murphy going to bring him down? He is the leader. He's starting on the outside with the 5 of Michael Call on the inside. Green flag flies, and we are off and racing as the 16 gets a good jump.
Yeah, as always, the lead car in the restart zone, you got that preferred advantage, and I don't think we've seen one instance where that spot has not prevailed all season.
Back here for turn 2, we knew this is going to be kind of a gaggle. Looks like it is right now. Everybody trying to fight for position. As these laps click off, everybody gets a little more desperate. As you see, Wortman, the only one not in line there, entering turn 2. Everybody else is able to slide back in line here. Here comes Wortman on the inside of the 98 of Alford.
Yeah, we were talking about him a little while ago, too. I mean, worked his way up to 5th, fighting for 6th right now. He did kind of lose 6th to Nick Alford.
Alford to the inside of Trevor Keith. Can't quite get that done. Wortman continued to fall back there as the 11 of Robinson is going to go by him. And here comes Fetter Place to follow him through.
Yeah. Just trying to have a good night tonight, Tim. He's trying to hang in there. Although he might know, too. With the amount of laps we've got, fuel might be saving a little bit as well. So there could be a lot of little bitty strategies. If we do stay green here, some of these guys that might be a little easy on the throttle might be able to have enough. I know the 19 and Workman right now are just having a little bit of fun fest there. 19 looked like he just tapped the wall, I heard.
He did. He's 83. Oh,
and the yellow is out. I don't know who that was. Gotta go back.
41, Trevor Earhart.
Ouch.
Second time tonight. Let's see if he had help here. Get back to our best one tire and all carry instant replay coming through the corner. Check up in front of him. He runs into the side of somebody right there as they check up.
Yeah, unfortunately, Trevor, he just got his car fixed up as well. 11 laps down. He would have gotten the lucky dog, but he was in it.
There's a check up in front of him. I think J.C. Evans off the pacer. Yeah. T.J. Bartell checked up. And when the 41 went to check up, he just looped it there.
And where did the checkup happen? Turn 2. That's what we talked about earlier, If you hit that sweet spot, it's beautiful to run through 2. But if you mess it up just a little bit, you got to take a little bit of an evasive maneuvers, which is usually hitting the brake a little bit. And that's what it looks like J.C. Evans had to do.
Tricky turn 2.
That's right. It's probably the most fun corner of the track, but it is also the hairiest and the most dangerous. And again, if you do not hit that thing just flawlessly, you're going to struggle there. That's the one corner you definitely do not want to have as your bad corner.
So we're going to change it from the tricky triangle to the hairy triangle.
It's hairy and tricky. Yeah.
Broadcast getting long in the teeth. We're starting to get a little goofy, I guess.
Well, it's the end of the season too, so I think what do we get? Like a week off or something like that?
We got the Chase next Monday night.
Oh, so I guess
February
no rest
2nd.
for the wicked.
Exactly. February 2nd, the Chase. The Chase? I don't know.
Do we want to the Clash? Right?
The Clash. Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Do we want to broadcast where we're going for the Clash? Because I don't know if I don't think the John Q. public actually know anything about that.
Well, they may not even know about it if I say it.
That's very possible too. Yeah.
The Sonoma Oval. We are going to the Sonoma Oval for the Clash. Kind of similar to the Bowman Gray Stadium as far as what it is. Flat.
Yes. Size-wise, yeah.
Yeah. Flat, little short track. Should be interesting. Pole winners and race winners from 2025. All fighting for $1 million. $1 million credits.
FTSR.
I think we just had several people. Where do I go to sign up? No, it's $1 million.
That's right. Yeah.
$1 million credits. At FTSR. Should be a lot of fun to see who can kind of show up, and we're just gonna have fun with it. It's gonna be a fun night and see who can figure that out. Got a couple 25 lap heat races and then a 75 lap main event. It's gonna be interesting. No matter what happens, it is going to be interesting, and it will be broadcast right here on Full Throttle TV, and I'm sure you guys will be thoroughly entertained, so make sure to tune in next Monday night, 9 p.m. here on Full Throttle Television for that event. We're calling it the California Clash.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun to watch. Going to be tight track. We did screw around with it a little bit a couple days ago just to see what it's like, and very tight, very tiny. I'm not going to be in the blimp can watching that, obviously, just because it's going to be so small. I mean, I love Sonoma, and yeah, I barely even remembered about this tiny little track. It's almost like a Legends card track, really. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. There's going to be a little bit of pit stall sharing through some of the guys. But I think what we did
to make a pit stop.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have 32 guys. I think 32 spots available at least. So yeah, it should be kind of fun. Again, it's going to be a no points, banger race in a way.
Something to kind of knock the rust off for the new guys coming in eighth season. Have a little fun with. We got some business to take care of here before we get there, though. Got to champion the crown for the 2025D season here. Get this last race out of the way, and then focus fully on 2026. So should be a lot of fun. We got the Chases back. We got news today too, Tony. The Charlotte Roval is no more. We're going back to the Oval. Finally, and that's another thing. We were ahead of the curve. We knew knew it was going to happen. This past season, 2025, we actually ran the Oval. To a lot of moaning and a lot of the guys wanted it, but some of the guys didn't. Well, now we are fully in lockstep with NASCAR when we go to the Oval at Charlotte in the Chase, with the Chase being announced as well. It's like I posted in Discord. The sport seems to be healing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I love road course racing. I'm a road course guy, and give me Sonoma all day. Give me Watkins Glen. The Oval was awful, and I was one of the guys that even the Roval, not the Oval. But I was one of the guys that was like, no, let's not do the Roval, even though I wasn't going to race in it. It's not a great track. I'm just sorry to say, and thank God it's gone. And I know Chicagoland, the street course, which we've never ran, is gone, but they're going green.
Yep, going green flag racing. Here comes the 16 leading them down. Murphy going to fire off. We are off and away. Michael Cole with a pretty solid start as well, but here comes Tyler Harrison, your points leader, trying to inch in on this top two.
Well, Tyler knows what he's got to do tonight. And just finish, really. He's got such a nice commanding lead for this championship, and but I'll tell you, man, if you can, seal it with a win here, that's icing on the cake, and we're in pretty good shape here. We got a little over a quarter way to go here tonight. We know Justice does not have tires, and I believe Tyler has 2, along with Michael Call as well. So Nick Alford might be the first guy with 4 tires behind him. But again, we know that clean air is king around here, and you just got to get by him and get that clean air.
Fighting for 4th here. Brandon Fetter place. Barely clears Trevor Keith off the corner. He's going to take that spot. Matthew Robinson behind him. Up front, Matthew Call getting a push from Nick Alford. Or was. Now he's going to pull to the inside.
They're scattered. Turn 1. That's the scatter corner. So, yeah, we're going to have a lot of guys just trying to get by people.
Call in the wall. Oh, was that Call? No, it was Brandon Fetter place in the wall.
Yeah, he tapped the wall just a bit there. Things are starting to get spicy. I know I haven't said spicy in a while, but that's what we're seeing.
Well, they are stacked up on top of each other too right here. Robinson, Jonathan Atkins, Jeff Chandler.
Yeah, well, I'm even back where Richie Coy is. Him and Gaiman right now, and yeah, Durant, Tyler Bowers, Kevin Ruff in the back of the pack there a little bit. All fighting. Julio Villalobos is in there too. Man, they finally single filed out, but again, that's only going to last until we get to this corner here. And there goes the fan. Oh, got really loose in turn 1. Richie Coy did. Wow, he's losing a lot of spots. 4 guys are going by him. I think even Julio might get by him here coming to turn 2.
Turn 4 has not been a good corner for the 19 tonight. 57 or, well, several other cars to be fair. Oh, here comes Wayne Grossi and Lane Allen in the wall just a little bit. Grossi leaving him very little room off the corner.
Ooh, did Kevin Ruff in the wall? He had a little wall glue there. 3 wide. Durant in the middle. Wow, he just threaded that needle. Oh, man. Man, back up front, though. Justice Murphy with no tires. Still out in front.
Man, it
just shows you how good that clean air is.
Murphy in the wall just a little bit there. Tyler Harrison in 2nd. The battle is on for 3rd. Here comes Alford trying to look to the inside of, nope, not going to be able to do it right there. Michael Call holding him off.
It's the one thing I've been seeing about Justice right now. I mean, yeah, he's got the lead right now. He doesn't have tires, but he has been kissing that wall too many times.
Man,
and he can stay off too. If he can stay off that wall, though, Justice Murphy, he might be able to have a little bit of something for these guys. The big question, too, is who's got enough gas? Because we know gas is it's going to be very, very tight here toward the end of this as these laps are ticking off. I'm just wondering when and if we might see some guys either start wagging the thing, saying I'm out, or diving in for a quick little splash here.
I tell you what, Wortman, you said that. I just jumped back to Wortman. He's back to 18th spot, but he's one of the guys we were wondering if maybe he's just kind of saving some fuel here at this point.
Well, I'll tell you, we talked about him earlier. He's a little quiet on track. You don't really see or hear about him. Good racer, good guy out there, and yeah, he might be doing the save game here and just relax. Make sure he's got enough, and then maybe barrel through the field. He might know something the rest of the field doesn't know.
Tell you what, the 57, Atkins kind of going the wrong way right there. Got passed by Tyler Bowers, David Duran, Joshua Gaiman up there as well.
Well, again, I almost wonder if it's a Workman issue where you're looking at the gas gauge right now. I know we were so close with the way the caution was, the way the pit was. I just wonder if some guys are maybe just laying off the throttle a little bit, just saying, I need the gas to finish because I really do not want to pit. And you got to wonder too, how many of these guys actually have tires to pit with?
Here comes Jeff Chandler trying to look underneath Jonathan Atkins. This is happening for 11th spot.
There's a lot of action going on right now. all along the track. And again, a lot of it is because you know you got some guys right now. I think they're playing that game. Do I got the tire? Do I need to save here? Do I have the fuel? And then there's other guys that are just like, I'm going to stick it in and let's just get this thing over with.
You got the top 5 kind of broken away here.
Wow, 98.5 got a little tight there coming off of 1.
I was going to say they're driving hard. I don't think any of these guys up here are saving.
No, not at all. I mean, again, Justice, great job leading out there, especially with no tires. I mean, granted, 3 of those cars, the top 3 right now, we have no tires, and then 2 tires, 2 tires, and then 4 tires, 4 tires in our top 5. So you almost got to wonder if Nick Alford and Brandon Fetterplace as well are just laying off the throttle just a little bit, especially down the straightaway where you could really, suck up and use that draft to kind of save a bit of gas. Well, here comes Nick Alford under the 5.
Still looking underneath the 5 almost in the wall there. Close quarters racing coming off the corner. It's a battle for about 7th or 8th back there as well. Robinson and looks like Alfred's not going to be able to get there.
He's trying, but again, you got to play that. You got to play your odds. Do you want to try to make that pass, or do you want to maybe save a tick of fuel? Again, I don't know. We've seen guys that could really save gas, but I don't know if there's too many of them out there right now that are going to be able to even make this run on fuel.
Slide job, Joshua Gaiman there on the 88 of Durand off the corner. Says, I'm going to take this spot, and he does. Battle up here, Trevor Keith. Under fire from Tyler Bowers, who's going to go for 2 as he looks underneath. Matthew Robinson gets tight up against the wall. 11 going to have the run off the corner. I think we're going to try to squeeze in between them there.
Trevor Keith, too, he did not take tires. He just took fuel that round. I'm just afraid some of these guys that did not take tires, granted, they may have done it to save them, but if we do stay green, and if they even do have enough fuel, I just think the no tire stop is going to eventually hurt them.
Still the top 5 up here. Got a nice little lead. You got Fetterplace, the last of the top 5. They got 2.6 seconds over 6th spot. And that's a dog fight back there as well, with Robinson and Bowers.
Well, yeah, Robertson was doing the shimmy snake down the front straightaway, and Bowers was trying to stay in that draft. But again, too, when you think with the deficit of our 5th place and 6th place, Fetterplace and Robinson, that lead car is going to be burning up more fuel than everybody else, and everybody else can kind of capitalize. Like Fetterplace right now, he's going to get the maximum draft just because he's back there just kind of chilling. He's kind of hanging on to Nick Alford's bumper, so he's really maximizing the draft, which in turn should be able to save him a little bit of gas. And I can't imagine that gas is not on the minds of 90% of the guys that are out here tonight.
Well, you got the shifting too,
right, yeah, they are shifting.
Shift. If you don't have to shift, if you don't shift, you can save some fuel that way as well.
That's true,
It might be a little slower, but you can save some fuel.
Well, that's a good call. You know what? I'm going to go check out Fetterplace right now. I'm going to see if he's actually doing any shifting. Just to see the beauty about this car, even though I'm not a huge fan of the digital gauge, it's you can actually see what gear they're in.
Sounds like he is shifting.
He is, yeah. I'm definitely seeing that.
And you got to wonder if that caution maybe saved him a little fuel as well. You don't have to worry about fuel.
A little bit, yeah. It is a long lap around here. Down 4, down 5 almost every corner. So
just jumped on board with the 61. Joshua Gaiman was down in the grass in turn 3. Looking for every little bit of see Jeff Chandler in the wall a little bit trying to get by the 61 there. 61 loses a few positions after that.
Yeah, I don't know if there's much grip there. 3 wide now too with 8 is Durand in the middle.
In the middle there. They'll get close there. Somehow they end up single file coming off the corner.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure how that happened.
Yeah, I was waiting for an actual double pass there on the 15, and nope. Shows you that outside momentum. Trevor Keith, he was on the outside and was able to kind of make turn one work.
Well, I gotta say that racing this car here is frustrating because it's all about momentum. It's all about the draft. All about you try to pull the inside to make a pass, with the guy on the outside is going to have the draft with the car in front of him, like this right here, coming off the corner. It's going to pull that guy right back by. So Gaiman's going to hold off against Jeff Chandler, and it's just frustrating to try to make those passes because it becomes all about drafting to hit the straights.
Well, yeah. Well, with the combination of two, the fanning of the lines and saving the gaps right now, I think it's just making a little bit of complication for some of these guys to actually figure out where's the best place to pass these guys.
He's got a run on him going to the corner, but you see the 61 pulls back ahead.
I think the 61 pulled ahead only because he had the tail draft for that 88. And now here comes Richie Coy underneath, trying to get underneath Jeff Chandler. He's going to lay up a little bit, though.
Play nice there.
That's right. But yeah, it's like, you break the draft in the corners, and you got a couple of guys doing the snake job down the front straightaway trying to break that draft. And it's tough. You're following a car going into the corner, then you lose that draft during the corner, and trying to pick that draft back up on the outside of the corner. But like I'm looking at Chandler and Richie Coy right now on the inside lines.
Richie Coy had a moment there off turn one.
Yeah, he did.
It's been his Achilles heel so far tonight.
Yeah, it's been brutal to a lot of guys tonight. But you can see, though, the two of them, they prefer that lower line. But unfortunately, it doesn't benefit them with the draft when they when they take that dive.
Chandler's trying to everything he can to try to make a run here.
He may actually
we got the cars
something here.
Yeah, 3 wide right in front of him. He's able to get by the 61, past the 88, and
he got by all 3 of them right there.
Let's go get a push here from who is that behind him?
That is Joshua Gaiman.
He's like, all right, big boy, you want to pass me? Better go there. Right.
Yeah, Chandler picked up 3 spots. He passes the 61, the 15, and the 88 at the same time.
Ooh, and the 31 had a moment. That's going to put him 3 wide again. No, 2 wide. Here comes the 61, back to his outside. Trevor Keith hangs on. Man, some tight racing. 19, all out of shape coming through the tunnel turn.
It just shows you how quick things can happen. And just these different corners really are it's brutal.
And on top of all that, you're trying to hang on to the car. The car's out of control. The racing's intense. And on top of all that, you got to keep your cool. You can get really frustrated really easy here. And you can get a little hot under the collar, and you lose your focus of the guys you're racing, what you're trying to do here. Focus on one guy. Next thing you know, you're into him, you're in the wall, you're out of the race.
Well, the one guy I'm focusing on right now is our new race leader, Tyler Harrison. Started second. He's our points leader of the season. And he just took over the lead.
He did.
I didn't think those the no tire stop of Justice was going to last all night, but it definitely is not.
I think Harrison trying to make a statement here. He's leading the points. He couldn't have just a laid back, easy night. He said, no, I want to go get another win. And right now he's doing it. Justice Murphy second, Michael Collin third, Nick Alford and Brendan Fetter place your top 5. And again, they've kind of broken away. What's the gap now? 3.1 seconds.
Yeah, major gap from 5th to 6th right now. And I'll tell you, though, we really haven't seen much shakeup except for our lead, top 2 right now. They kind of flip spots.
You got 5th and 6th kind of on the island by themselves. You got Matthew Robinson and Tyler Bowers right there together. And then you got this gaggle back here behind them we've been watching.
I'm looking at lap times, too. Everybody's running within the 52.5 range, including Matthew Robinson, Tyler Bowers. So, yeah, everybody's kind of clipping. Everybody behind them, going back to Joshua Gaiman, Trevor Keith, David Duran, those guys, they're running in the 53s right now. So that back group is definitely does not have the pace of our front group.
I can tell you why by watching them.
Yeah.
They are
How
racing
about it?
hard back here.
There's a lot of shuffling going on back there. Yeah. They all need to kind of work together. But yeah, our top 5 right now, they're still nose to tail. I mean, under a very small blanket. And I'll tell you, Justice Murphy, he got past, but he definitely doesn't look out of it. He's still hanging on to that bumper of Tyler Harrison. He just got to stay off the wall.
Yeah,
he just tapped it again.
Hung a little bit on the wall there coming off the corner. Just caught it as we switched back up here. But you're right, they're all still kind of grouped here together. Nobody's out of it. The top 5, though, has kind of set themselves apart from everybody else, about 3 seconds. As we come around, we're going to see 10 laps to go here at Pocono.
I know, I was just going to say, yeah, 10 to go here. Who's got fuel? Do these guys got enough fuel? That's going to be the kicker right now. But man, that top 5, I mean, it's like everybody's running a different line up there. And they get to turn 1 and they scatter.
So with the scat
Michael
back here,
Call.
still 3.3 seconds. This guy's back there actually losing ground.
Yeah, I was going to say, because, yeah, they weren't really, that top group is really just setting the pace right now.
It's a good draft, man.
Yeah, unfortunately, Justice Murphy had a little bit of an issue going into turn 1. He looks a lot better in turn 3. He did stack up the group a little bit. Here comes Nick Alford under Michael Call now for third.
Can't quite get the
Trying to make that work yet again. Yeah, couldn't do it.
That run off the corner. Here comes Michael Call to the back of the 16. Will he pull out or will he push? He's going to... Yes. The answer is yes. Rolling that topside, trying to get momentum off the corner. Oh, he's in the wall there. So
wow.
16 has an issue.
Well, that's where you're going to see some of the issues happen too. I mean, with the 16 not having tires, there's a lot of laps on these tires. So I'm just curious to know. Yeah, he just tapped the wall again. He's definitely he's having some handling issues at this point in the race.
He's going to get around him. Here comes Fetter Place to the inside. These two probably don't want to get stuck side by side off the corner here, but they're going to try to make that. Nope, 34's realized that. He's going to duck back inside. Try to regroup, catch back up, and then try to pass him because you don't want to lose touch with those guys up front. All this happening behind Tyler Harrison. He's got a pretty decent lead, 0.6 of a second over second place. But here's the battle for second. Here comes Nick Alford to the inside of the 5 of Michael Call. Really close racing off the corner.
Wow, yeah. And again, though, you see that outside line working for Michael Call. He was able to kind of edge out there. Nick was trying to get underneath him.
Still trying to be there.
Yeah, he shut that door, Michael Call. I don't know if he took it from Nick there. It looked like Nick just tapped the wall a hair, maybe.
It brings the 16 and 34 back into play here. Here comes 98 to the inside. 5 comes down, leaves him just enough room on the bottom. Nick with a good run off, though. He's going to stick beside him there down the straightaway.
I'm watching Fetter Place back there. You know, you can see he didn't stay behind the 16 this time around because there's somebody in front of him he can pull the draft off. He's been definitely trying to stay in this draft. I believe maybe to save a little bit of fuel, but wow. He almost had the slide job there. I was waiting for him to kind of come up.
I'll tell you what, Nick used all the ground coming out of turn 1 there. Going to put the 5 in defense mode. Here comes the 34 underneath him, trying to make that pass.
I think it's just been a matter of time for Brandon. Yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for him to kind of come up the field now.
16 giving the 5 just a little bit of a push there. 5 comes down the track. 34 trying to stick there. Is the 16 behind him? Oh, the 16 into the wall off the corner there.
The big question is fuel. 5 to go here, or 6 to go. Kind of surprised too that Nick Alford really has. I mean, he's got clean air now, kind of in front of him for Tyler Harrison. I'm just surprised he has not been able to pull a little bit of a draft on him. That kind of puts Tyler at a sitting duck when you got a guy like that. I know Nick's got 4. Tyler has only taken 2.
I tell you what, Nick needs is his teammate there, Fetter Place, behind him, but he can't get around Call right now. So the 5 kind of hold those guys from. Oh, here comes the 34 looking to the outside of the 5, trying to get that run off the corner. We'll see what happens here as the 5 takes the bottom.
Yeah, I wonder too. Yeah, with Nick, he's kind of on his own little mini island out there in between first and third right now. So he's probably just not getting enough aero help to get that to try to get that run because Tyler is actually pulling away from Nick.
There's 34 diving off into the inside in that corner. He's going to try to slide him off the corner. He is, and he's going to get it done. Is the 5 going to come back to his inside? He's going to try. 34 is like trying to hold him off there, but here comes the 5 back to the inside.
Wow.
Ooh, 34 loose into the corner. I think there's some frustration starting to build up between these guys. The 5 and 34. Here comes the 16 to take advantage of all that. 16 slides off into the corner. Can he do anything with the 5? It's going to put them side by side down the front stretch.
They're definitely not helping out Nick doing that, and yeah, Tyler is still pulling away. Tyler's last lap was a 52.59. Nick Alford ran a 52.8. Michael Call ran a 52.9. Justice Murphy a 52.6 that last lap, and Fredder placed a 52.9. So yeah, everybody, that top 5, nobody's got anything for Harrison right now.
Don't look now, but the 6 spot's 2 seconds back now. Under 2 seconds as they head into the turn 2. Oh, 16 loose into the corner. 34 is going to get under him. Close racing there.
Yeah, you're right though. Yeah, Matthew Robinson and Tyler Bowers right now, they're kind of inching in. I don't think we have enough laps though where they're going to be any kind of a factor here tonight.
Yeah, well, actually, 94 closing in. Looks like Robinson's dropped off just a little bit. As we have 3 laps to go here at Pocono, this is your battle for third. Here's second spot, and now you're starting to see him kind of bunch up from second on back. Do they have time to draft up to Tyler Harrison? That's 1.7 seconds. It's going to be a lot to make up in 3 laps.
Well, and I'm kind of going back through the field. I don't want to say that we're not paying attention to everybody back there, but there is everybody's pretty much single file, kind of spaced out slightly. There's nothing really exciting going on back there. This battle right now is for second and third, it looks like. Maybe even fourth as well, or even fifth. Really nobody's out back there from second, third, fourth, or fifth.
And we got a battle between Bowers and Robinson. Something happened to Tyler Bowers there. They kind of closed up there. Well, they are side by side.
Going to get that.
Yeah. Or if it's a fuel deal.
It could possibly be. Yeah, I'm going to be curious to see what some of these guys have for fuel at the end of this. I'm kind of curious to see if anybody's going to even have enough to finish this. Based on the numbers, although the numbers could be wrong. Yeah, look at that little grouping going on for second right now.
Man, we got a battle back here as well. Second is tight. Now the 5's going to take that away from Nick Alford. Oh, Nick hard into the wall.
Yeah, hard in the wall.
There's a 34 Fetter place on the back of the 5. Oh, he runs into the back of the 5. Both of them go sliding up the track. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
I think they've decided
the
race is for second now. It's the 5 and the 34 both in the wall, and we have the white flag. 1 lap to go.
Wow. Well, I'm going to say I'm safe to assume that everybody's going to have enough gas.
All right, so Michael Call holding on to second. The battle is on for third. 98, who's probably got some damage after they hit in the tunnel turn. The 34, who ran in the back of the 5 there in turn 3, and the 16, who's bounced off the wall a couple times as well. All these cars probably not handling the best.
No. Tyler Harrison don't care, though. He's out there. He's almost got a 2-second lead.
Alfred to the inside of the 5 of Call. He heads off into 3, throws it in there. Oh, the 5 throws it back inside, doors him. On the exit, here comes Michael Call, but Tyler Harrison takes the win here at Pocono.
Well, he kissed that championship with that win tonight. I mean, there's no debate now.
He probably don't have a clue. There's some haymakers. Oh, and the 98 runs in the back of the 5 on the cool down lap and wrecks himself.
Yeah, wow.
Danica Patrick in the 98?
There's ouch.
There's the 5 giving the 45 a congratulatory bump. Same thing with the 16.
Well, maybe that's all it was. It was just a congratulatory
Are you
bump.
talking about the 598?
Yeah. He was just saying, "Hey, good job there, Mike."
You can think that. That's fine. I was watching the racing. I don't know.
Well, here we're going to be able to interview them, so we're going to be able to hear it from them themselves.
That's right. The 98 and the 5. So you guys are going to be treated to a little treat here. Let's see what they have to say about that racing there at the end. Some hard fought racing. But it all happened behind. Oh. Hope the 45 didn't just hit his head there on the. Not sure what the 5 is doing there, but the 45 celebrating his win here tonight at Pocono. And the championship is his. There is no question. Let's look at our results here for the Pocono 250. Tyler Harrison, your winner here. Michael Call finished it in second. Nick Alford third. Brandon Fetterplace bringing it home in fourth spot. Justice Murphy holding on to a top 5. Matthew Robinson was able to get by Tyler Bowers there for 6th. Bowers in 7th. You got Joshua Gaiman, last week's winner, in 8th. Richie Coy in 9th. Tim Wortman finishes in 10th spot, 11th. For Jonathan Atkins in the number 57, 12th. For David Duran, 13th goes to the 51 of Julio Villalobos, 14th for Cabin Ruff, 15th for Chandler, and 16th spot goes to the 15 of Trevor Keith.
All right, then I got Stephen Hassett, 17th, Lane Allen, 18th, TJ Bartell, 19th, Ryan Huff, 20th, Wayne Grossi, 21, Brian Dixon, 22, J.C. Evans, 23, Lewis Meglin, 24, Trevor Earhart, 25th, Alexander Hodge, 26th, Mason Hoffner, 27th, Ben Tracy, 28th, and Donnie Batiste, obviously in the chat, 29th. Still a fun race to watch, Donnie, even though you weren't in.
Donnie made more laps in chat than he did on the track, I think so.
He sure did.
All right, man. Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk to our top 3 finishers of this exciting finish here at Pocono Raceway, finishing up the 2025 D season. We'll do that on the other side of this commercial break. We'll be right back after this.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
We are Best One.
The best tires.
The best customer service.
The best automotive service.
The best team.
And the best customers. You see, Best One isn't just our name, it's who we are. Since 1948, Best One has been delivering quality and dependable tires and full-service automotive care to our customers. Best One, selling tires, serving people. We are Best One.
Back here at Pocono Raceway, finishing up the Pocono 250 here for the Victory Fuel Cup Series, the finale for the 2025 D season here on Full Throttle Television. And we had a banger of a finish there. at least for second. I don't know. Our first place kind of ran off, but second place was a hotly contested battle.
Yeah, it was. It was a crazy night. Crazy fun finishes too.
All right, we're going to throw it over to our post-race show here, Victory Lane post-race show presented by Victory Fuel. Remember, use code FTSR, 10% off at drinkvictory.com. That's still going on. You can still get your 10% off. You can get some great Victory Fuel. I saw some of the guys posting in chat earlier about some of the ads they saw for Victory Fuel, and I can confirm that it is great stuff from great people. And I just thought about this too, Tony. I said Victory Fuel is for winners, and it is for winners here at Full Throttle Sim Racing, because you win a race, you get a 4-pack. So that's awesome.
That's right.
So definitely check them out. Drinkvictory.com. Use code FTSR, or come win a race. Get yourself some Victory Fuel. All right, let's grab our second place finisher. I think I don't see third place in the chat. So we're going to grab our second place finisher and start there. And I think I'm going to throw it to you, Tony, with second place, Mr. Michael Call.
All right, we got Mr. Michael Call, man. You started third. You had a kind of a rough night, speeding on pit road. Brought back to the field. It looked like you regained pretty good from that. But man, it was a tough race though towards the end there, fighting for that second spot. But you came out the victor, and I'm just dying to know, how much fuel did you guys have? I didn't think you were gonna have enough to even make it there.
Oh, I was 6 laps to the good, taking the checker flag.
Oh, well, that's not
So
too
I was
bad.
good. I also took a full tank. Other people, I'm sure, kind of cut it a little closer, but I wanted to make sure in case we got a green, white checkered or something, I was good to go.
Yeah, okay. Well, how was the race otherwise? Like I say, it looked like some guys were battling turn one woes. We saw a lot of cautions in there. I mean, there was a lot of cautions in general tonight. Not something we normally see here at Pocono, but yeah, it seemed like a little bit of beating and banging out there as well.
Yeah, I mean, we had Rolling Thunder Racing had 2 big things on the list tonight, and that was to get Tyler his championship, which him finishing top 2 in the stage did that. That's why I sped on pit road, because we were talking about the championship. And then the second one was to beat Hot Lap Heroes in the team points. And I felt like I raced I raced what I had to do. I didn't fence them, I didn't wreck them, nothing like that. I got punted by someone for no reason. I mean, part of the car is if someone's in front of you and you can't pass them, that's not the guy in front of you's problem. That's your own problem to figure it out. So to get frustrated and wreck someone and then wreck someone after the race is pretty incredible. In a race I had 0 X's, where it's very important in this league that you don't have any X's. And I now had 8. So, but no, it was a great race. Congrats to Tyler. I mean, we practiced all week. We did everything we could. I know it's the off season, as some people say that it doesn't matter, but to us it matters. Tyler and pretty much my whole team's new to the league, and it is important to us to run clean and run good and run fast and to win a championship and a team championship in the off season, as some say, does mean something to us.
Well, the off season is the off season, and it's still a season. And actually, with the amount of competition, the amount of participants we've had throughout the off season, it's been pretty good. It's almost like a normal regular season. So, I mean, to me, the off season, I wouldn't necessarily discount it as far as that goes. But yeah, I mean, it was good team effort as well. I mean, yeah, Tyler gets the championship. He's had a really good, consistent run all week, or all year. I should say all season rather. And yeah, I mean, you guys did what you had to do, and so yeah, congratulations on that, and second place, and yeah, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I just want to shout out all of Stormcloud Motorsports, Lightning Fast Motorsports, Tyler, my other 2 teammates who haven't been able to make it the last couple weeks just from work and being busy. And we've been putting in a lot of effort out of the race, practice sessions, running A-Opens, just trying to learn and get better. And I think it's shown, especially in Tyler. I mean, I've ran with you guys for a little while now, and I've been semi-competitive mainly the whole time. But this is Tyler's first really dip into open set racing, so it's pretty cool to see someone that had never really done it before just do it and win. So that's pretty cool. I appreciate you guys. Great broadcast. Thank you, Victory Fuel, everybody else that sponsors the league. Thank you, the admins, and I can't wait for next season.
All right, man. Well, yeah, good job again in second place, and yeah, we'll see you guys next season. we're going to Sonoma for the Clash next week. So yeah, we'll see you there.
Yeah, I'm excited. That'll be fun.
All right. Well, there's your second place finisher Michael Call. Brody, are you with our championship and race winner, Tyler Harrison?
Yeah, I'm standing out here in Victory Lane. There's a lot going on down here. We got a championship to award, but also a race win to award. I guess going out on top, that's what you want to do, Tyler. We said coming in that you just had to have an easy night, just a solid finish. And he's like, nah, I want to go out on the top. And you did so, man. Congratulations. What a run.
Yeah, I did not want to have like the statistic of, I've only been in this league this season, but I don't know how many champions for past champions have had no wins on the season. So I definitely didn't want to be the first statistic for that. Call me Tyler Hemrick or something like that.
I was going to call you Matt Kinson. We're going to change the point system because somebody came through and won without winning the race.
Too consistent. But oh my goodness, man, I would have never thought that I would have even won a race, let alone win a championship. And granted, this is the championship for the off season, and we're going to be gearing up for the full season coming up here in the next couple of weeks. But man, what a run and yeah, I don't know. I got nothing, man. I just gave it everything, and after the stage, I felt pretty secure with where I was at with points, and at that point, I was just kind of like, hey,
listen,
let's go. Let's just do it.
It was a great race from you tonight. Great race, but a great season. We talked about how consistent you were out there, and you're right. You're right. I guess you did want to get that win and get that monkey off your back for sure, man. And hey, that also puts you in the Clash next week, so that does that as well. That's pretty cool. So all that happening there at the end. But man, we could talk about this race tonight because you kind of hung around the top 5 all night, and you ended up at the front there at the end and pulling away from those guys who were. I don't know if you saw it in your mirror, and you might need to go back and look at it because it was a knockdown, drag out slugfest for second spot back there for sure.
Yeah.
But man, what a great season. And we talk about the competition in this league too. That's another thing. There's some really, and I say, it feels weird me saying this as the admin of the league, but the league, there's a lot of great drivers out there, and we saw it on display tonight. And there are a lot of fast drivers. So to be able to come in here and put your name not only with them, but above them for the championship, man, that says something. And there's a couple of you guys, Tim Wortman out there as well, and topping the points. Matthew Robinson was up there. There's a lot of new faces, but a lot of fast guys out there that you have to beat week in and week out to get one of these champions. Not only the win, but the championship.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, Tim definitely was making me sweat the last 3 races for sure. Just trying to keep a gap on him, but he ran super consistent, all season too. I got to go back and look at some of the stats, but I think me and him were tied for top 10s if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, to your point, right? There's a ton of talent that's in this field. Guys like Tim, obviously Richie, Brandon, Nick, the guys that I came over with Justice, Matt, Call, of course, and there's a bunch of others. I mean, you have to bring your best every week, or dang near close to it, and it's definitely makes you perform at a high level with the talent that we have here. So I'm just really fortunate to come up on top and beat these guys, man, because it's definitely no easy feat. I'm quite literally sweating. Like, this is my second cup of water since I sat down here, man. Like,
well, I can tell you, it was tough. I love seeing it because we do talk about the competition a lot. We see it out there every week on track, and I'm including you guys because you guys have come over, man. You've just taken it a level, one level up there. You guys have pushed some of our guys who've been here a while, and I love seeing it too because you put people in uncomfortable positions and you see which ones can perform under pressure, and that's what it's about, man. The competition, and like I said, you could feel like you actually did something very important here because of the competition, the drivers that you've beat, the consistency some of the drivers have. It makes it all worth it, and that's what we're all about, man. The clean racing, the competitive racing, but the level of competition here. When you do win, you do get it right. You get a win or you get a championship. It should really mean something. So I love seeing some of the new guys come in and be able to kind of shake the tree a little bit. Some of these guys have been here a while. It's like, oh, this is not going to be as easy as it used to be. Should be a lot of fun, man. But again, congratulations. I'm going to throw it to Tony real quick and let Tony have some words.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to ditto everything Brody just said because, yeah, I totally agree. I mean, the competition's been great. I mean, but you on a personal level, you've been kind of quiet all season. I mean, granted, you've been hanging out there, having the points lead, having great runs, but your name doesn't get brought up in the admin discussions. You've been out there clean racing. You're not throwing elbows. You're throwing left hand turns, and you're doing it respectably and clean. And that's that's what we like to see in the league. And you were the epitome of it this year or this season rather. And yeah, congrats, man. I mean, a hell of a season, hell of a race. I mean, don't let the off season moniker get you down. We had a lot of good competition this whole season. I mean, I consider this. I mean, it's a D season for sure. It's a legitimate D season, and it could have been brought in as any one of the ABC seasons we've had. So, hell of a job this year. Great job tonight on the race as well. You did it with two tires too. What? Tell me about that stop.
Yeah, with the guys that we've been racing around all night, I just felt like we just had to do something different. So I was talking with Call about strategy, and we were just kind of going back and forth on whether or not four would play out better or two would play out better. But just kind of understanding this track and what track position really means. Like I don't even think Justice took tires. I don't know if you guys are able to see that,
He did
but
not know.
Yeah, right.
yeah, so that just screams how important clean air is. And so,
Oh
you
yeah.
know, that was the most important thing was just to get ahead of the guys that I've been trying to struggle to get around all night, and then hopefully just find a good opportunity to get closer to the front and just wait for a good opportunity to get up in front. So yeah, that's ultimately why we took two tires. Track position was just too important, and the four tire strategy. There wasn't enough speed to really be built up on that. Thankfully, it stayed green. That was my biggest concern. Those last like 5 laps, I was just like, this is about the time where I get lucky and we get a caution here at the end. So I'm thankful that didn't happen. But
Yeah.
no. But to what you said, with um, the driver's skill set, yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun racing these last 9 races. So really fortunate to be a part of this league. Really fortunate to be a part of the drivers, and looking forward to running the A season with you guys. It should be a lot of fun.
Well, I think what Tony said is really important, to have a champion and have a driver out there that kind of exemplifies kind of what we're looking for from a driver. You're not talked about much. You don't you don't ruffle feathers out there. Usually, you don't come up in our conversations. It's you've just done it the right way, man. And I love seeing it. We've got a lot of guys that do just are willing to race hard, but race clean, keep it civil. Just just go to work, man. I just basically just go out there and run your race, and for it to work out and to have a champion that kind of shows that off. That's what I love to. I love to see the good guys win. You know what I mean? So the guys that make our life easy and then kind of do it the right way, we love seeing it. So I do want to say that Tony is spot on for saying that. That is something that cannot be glossed over. So man, again, congratulations. Well,
No, I appreciate it.
Well, it's my comment being spot on. Is
Oh,
rare. That's what I'm
I
saying.
see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's true. All right, man. Well, again, congratulations on the win. Congratulations on the championship. Enjoy it. Get rested up and get ready for next week with the Clash. It should be a lot of fun, and we'll get the season kicked off in A season to see if you can go 2 for 2, get back to back, and stake your claim here. As these guys want to ride off the D season, maybe they might have something a little to think about as we go through A.
No, for sure. Definitely looking forward to the Clash. That should be a pretty fun event being at the little tiny Sonoma. I didn't even think that was a configuration, to be honest.
We talked about it. I didn't think that's what I told Tony. I said a lot of guys probably don't know that it even exists. So it should be very interesting to say the least. I'm kind of glad we're up in the booth because it could get a little rough out there, but we'll see. We're just gonna have some fun with it for sure, man. I'm gonna toss it to you though. Let you do your shout outs and your sponsor plugs.
Yeah, just for sure. Shout out to everybody on Rolling Thunder Racing, Lightning Fast Motorsports with our technical alliance there. Just always working hard every single week and just trying to bring the best to the track. Of course, big shout out to Recharge Rally, the primary sponsor on the car, as well as Evans Studios, Mr. Detail, Cars and Wings, Everlast Tattoos on there as well as a 1922 coffee shop. All local Ohio, Cleveland owned businesses, which is really awesome and really cool to be able to represent on the car. Big shout out to you guys, of course, for putting this on every single week, and of course all the league sponsors. I'm still trying to learn those here, so hopefully I'll have those memorized at some point. I know, Call was telling me that I might get a 4-pack of fuel. I'm kind of looking forward to trying that.
Victory Fuel is for winners, so
Yes,
Yep.
I will definitely get my first taste of victory. TM. That's gonna be sweet. Sorry, just a little knee slapper there. Apologies. But no, so yeah, just super, stoked for everybody that's been supportive of me, supportive of racing on the sim. I've been league racing for about like 3 or 4 years, and it's just so cool to get this win at this track because this was the first cup race that I ever went to, and that's pretty sweet. Yeah, it was. You'll get a kick out of this. My first cup race was actually 2022. I don't know if you're familiar with the Pocono race that happened that year with Denny Hamlin,
with the
Kyle Busch, and then and then Chase Elliott. So
is that the one where they had the issue with
the
the
double
the
DQ.
wrap? Yeah. I do remember that one.
Yeah, so that was a good one. So it's just small stuff like that, man. It's just cool to be able to wrap this up here and be a part of this league and just have cool memories like that. So really looking forward to the clash, looking forward to A season. Big shout out to everybody, and we'll get back to it here in the next week.
Oh, absolutely, man. Well, we love having you. Love the competition. Love seeing you out there on track, succeeding on and off the track, man. So awesome job. Love having the local sponsors from Ohio too, and love when people get their local sponsors involved, man. You're doing it right. You're doing it fast, and you're doing it successfully. So, man, congratulations once again on the championship, the win tonight, and we'll see you in A season and see if you can continue that success.
I hope for it, man. Thanks again for putting this on, guys. It's been a blast so far.
All right. Well, there's your winner tonight.
Again, man.
And your champion, the 45, Tyler Harrison, getting it done. Holding it down, Tony, and he did it in style, man. He's sounds like he's got the right thing going right here.
I mean, yeah, Tyler who? I mean, again, we don't talk about him at all. He just comes out, he does his thing, he stays in, gets his top 5s, top 10s. He's held the point lead for most of the season. He didn't even need to win tonight. He goes out there and does it with 2 tires, with a commanding lead. I mean, 2 seconds over the guys behind him, although they were screwing around. But I mean, it's like a Cinderella season for him, and yeah, hats off to him. And yeah, it's good to have guys like him on board. And yeah, I'm just curious to see what he's gonna be able to do come 2026 for our upcoming A season.
Well, I think he's definitely staked his claim for what's coming up next here at Full Throttle Television. And what's next? Next Monday night is the Clash, the California Clash at the Sonoma Oval. And if you haven't seen that track, you need to tune in. This is going to be a fun one for sure. See those guys battle on this really tiny track.
It is tiny.
It's going to be fun to see them kind of battle the card there too, and see who kind of gets through and wins that 1 million credits that's on the line. So looking forward to seeing what happens, and I hope you guys will join us next Monday night for the California Clash for the Victory Fuel Cup Series. Well, that's going to do it for us here at Tony at Pocono. An exciting one towards the end, a long one, but we got it done. We had kind of a long stretch there at the end, and Tyler Harrison stakes his claim for the championship with a win in the final race of the season and getting himself into the Clash. So looking forward to seeing what he can do next season. But for Tony Solari, everybody at Full Throttle Television, hope you guys have enjoyed tonight and enjoyed this season as we kick off the 2026 season next week. Hope you'll join us there as well. But we'll see you next week from the Sonoma Raceway.